The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, say his name and he will appear and boop, kiss you on your forehead. We back, baby. Welcome to 2025.
Yes, indeed, folks, this is going to be a hell of a show, but we can't do it before introducing the Bombay bad boy himself, this dapper motherfucker. Say hello to Big Red Nick Utown.
Glad to be here on the first Thursday of 2025. Can't wait to get started and talk some shit, man. A lot of things have happened since we've been off the air. We need to get into it.
It's a new world almost. Brave is optional. But folks, let's say hello to the final bullshitter. Say hello to American Ramrod coach Kendo Slice.
Glad to be here after our 2-week hiatus. It's been wonderful. A lot, like Nick has said, a lot has happened, including Dion forgetting to wish me a happy birthday again.
I mean, yeah,
I have everybody's birthday on my phone and a calendar. It blares like at least every 2 hours of that day. It's like remind that person. I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
I don't even have that. I've got it all up here, and I never forget.
I got too much shit going on. I can't do it all up here. It'll get lost.
Just know that I love you, and then I'm glad that you had a happy birthday.
Yeah, I almost had to actually do stuff on my birthday. My wife, being from an Asian country where a birthday is a big deal, and you should go out and celebrate, do all these other things, was definitely trying to get me to go out of the house. I'm like, no, for my birthday, what I want is to be inside the house and have no one to talk to me. I want to be isolated from the world, not go out in it. I have to do that every other day.
Well, at least you have an option to go out. I've been stuck inside for the better part of a week because all this damn snow. So, folks, hit one in the chat if you've been affected by all this damn snow. You know, we're going to be talking about fires in a minute, but we're living in the opposite. I'm in the Arctic tundra of Ohio.
Dude, no. This the Weather Channel in the southeast here has been telling everybody here that it's going to snow. And I swear to God, I went to go get groceries like a normal adult, and all the milk, eggs, and bread is gone. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah. If you get snowed in, you gotta pound the milk and eat that French toast, motherfucker.
It's like, I love how in the Southeast, they say snow and everybody freaks out. It's hilarious.
So it's kind of like a weird Southern white people thing. They will jerky beef and they will can food and they will stock up on ammo and they will create themselves the most wonderful survival kit out there. The second you say snow, it is immediately, we need eggs, bread, and milk like a crazy motherfucker, and then we're going to wreck like we're an Asian woman all the way to the store and back.
Every time we talk about loading up for winter storms, I always think of the one year at Michigan State, Dion, where we had a snow day. The snow was going to be that bad. So we went to the store, we got milk, Mountain Dew, and alcohol.
Any good college student would. That's how you do it.
Yeah, it's like, do we have enough booze and easy to make food?
We ran out of food, so I had to steal food from our neighbors across the hall. And then I invited them over to eat it.
That's right.
I mean, that's the right thing to do.
They had one of those Auntie Anne pretzel kits, and they had one of those Chef Boyardee pizza kits. And, we were hanging out, talking, and, I just grabbed something off the top of their fridge. They didn't notice. And then, we ate it. And
you literally stole it. I thought you stole it as in walked across, knocked on the door and say, hey, we're out of food. Can we have some? They gave it to you out of the generosity of their heart. And then out of the generosity of your heart to reward their generosity, you shared the bountiful feast with them. I didn't realize it was literally a 5-finger discount. And then, we're feeding you your food that we stole from you that you haven't noticed yet.
I mean, it's been...
That's still kindness of the heart. That counts. That's on the list.
To be fair, they still got to eat their food, just not in the manner that they probably envisioned when they purchased said items.
Well, I made it better.
That's true.
Are you gonna tell the big 6'5" motherfucker no?
That's
I
true.
mean,
Right.
you could.
Yeah, and you also might die. So it's like, what am I going to do?
That's a gamble. It's like you could tell Jeff no. You don't know Jeff though. Is he going to
Exactly.
react negatively to it, or is he the way we know him, where he won't react negatively to it? He'll just say, "All right, that's cool," and then go to the next door.
I mean, he ain't gonna kill you.
Well, remember, Dion, Nick doesn't talk about baseball in that apartment. That's a different Nick.
That's right. Don't talk about
I was
baseball.
going to say, what happened?
All I'll tell you is this, and we're going to jump into the show because the audience is like, we're lost. Folks, Dion and I were at a party across from our apartment in college. There was a guy standing there, and all of a sudden he goes, wham, right? He hits his face right on the... Wait, no, was that in our apartment? The dude that was standing there,
No,
he
it was
felt
at there.
face...
It was at there.
Okay.
It was there.
We're just standing there and talking, and it gets quiet, and then he goes, wham, hits his face on the counter and just like falls over. He's I'm good, and then he gets into a fight with this other guy named Nick, and the guy brings up baseball, and he goes, you don't talk about baseball, Nick, and they like try to fight, and then they cry and hug it out. So it was drunk white boys deluxe.
Yeah, it's a drunk college party. I know those. I've been.
It was
I've seen
four of
some
us
those.
just standing there.
Yeah, just talking.
Yeah. Then we were all just
Yeah,
drunk
you
in
always,
college.
you always get one motherfucker who gets a little too drunk and gets a little too riled up, you know?
It was
Dude,
usually not us.
No, I just had one sort of peripheral friend that he would always get drunk, and then something would go wrong because he'd always host the party, and then he would just go sit in his room and cry and be upset because he thought everybody hated him. I'm like, no,
I mean, it was
you're 21,
probably
the
true.
rest of us aren't, so we still like you because we need you.
Now, speaking of drinking, anybody drinking anything? I had this little bit of vodka with this Liquid Death Mango Chainsaw. What do you got, Dion?
We got the Bell's Brewery Big Hearted IPA, my favorite brewery, Bell's.
I'm
just trying to-
finishing off this Bullet 10-year barrel bourbon
Ooh.
something or another.
Oh, I got flavored water because I'm trying to hydrate.
Ooh,
I got Liquid Death here afterwards.
There you go.
That's what the Gatorade's
So,
for.
yeah. Because water sucks. Anyway, folks, welcome into 2025 here on the channel. As you know, this isn't the first time you've seen us. We had our 200,000 subscriber kind of celebration on Tuesday night. It was a high council episode, but it was a lot of fun. You guys were excited. We were excited. We had guests. It was a blast. You've also seen our video, and I'm working on another one. Join me tomorrow for that, as well as another one on Saturday. I might be going to Ollie's. I might be able to prove to you that all these toys didn't sell through Christmas, and it's really funny, and we all like a good laugh. So join me on Saturday for that one. But let's get into some other stuff here on the channel. So guys, as this is our first show of the year, we want to lay out a couple things for you guys out there to know one of the big things we're doing behind the scenes for fun. And one of those things that we've talked about in previous years is getting on ESPN. I have always wanted to be a professional hockey player. No, all joking aside though, folks, this year we're doing the Deadpool here on the channel. And we spent the other day, it was funny, Kendo was trying to wrangle us like cats and get this draft down.
There was really only two that I had trouble with. One once, and the other one multiple times. But
Are we both
it
here?
worked out, and we're both here. Yes, they are both.
I'm
here.
the once, right? I'm the once?
You're the ones that it was just like, Jeff, you got 2 hours, buddy. I don't want to have to enforce the forfeiture rule.
Well, I'll tell you this. We got it done, and folks, we're going to share with you our Deadpool roster for this year. But along at home, you can play as well. So I'll just say this, Kendo, Dion and I were not in our right minds for most of that week I was up there. We
That's
sat
fair.
through many bad movies. We had a blast. We need to do it again. Now, let's start talking about this year's Deadpool. Kendo, what does the winner actually get?
Well, in past years when I've Deadpooled, the winner gets to hold the trophy for a year, as well as the kitty of the pot, which usually there was a $20 buy-in. So the winner got all of that, with the one side pot being first death of the year and youngest death of the year. Or no, first death of the year and youngest death of the year. We scrapped that, and it just turned into winner take all. This year, our Deadpool winner gets fuck all because we didn't put any money in. Although I will get a trophy, and I want to keep the legacy of my previous Deadpool alive. Our trophy was just a trophy base that had it on there with the names of everybody on it. I'm going to try to do something similar. Our previous Deadpool's trophy, we did name it the Dennis Hopper Memorial Trophy because he was the first celebrity that had died for that Deadpool. So right now, I'm thinking either A, figure out who our first one's going to be and name it after that, or B, name it after former President Jimmy Carter, who tragically died during our draft after he had been drafted.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was. He was
By the way,
a
his funeral.
draft
His
pick.
funeral was here in town today.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that why you're dressed up still? Thanks for wearing the Wokebusters pin, Nick.
Yeah, I found this like on my desk. I was like, I'm gonna put that on too today. You know, like
Goddamn right.
nice.
Oh man.
You know, traffic was hell, and I think my buddy Richard was working that event as well. He was helping everybody with the portable shitters. So,
Oh, were they full?
they were full.
Kendo, do you think his grandson from Claim to Fame was at the funeral today?
I think I would assume so, and I would like to think that girl that he started dating was there with him, so that he met through Claim to Fame. I don't know. I don't keep
You
up
were
with
in the
that
presence
shit,
of some
but don't care.
celebrities.
Oh my god, dude! No, they
Minor,
had
very, very minor celebrities.
They don't even edge us out.
No, there's only been one Claim to Fame person that's ever been on Claim to Fame that I think might have some slight celebrity, and that's Logan from season 1 because he actually does have an album put out, and it's not terrible if you like country music that sometimes veers into bro country, which I hate. So
what is
country?
bro country?
bro country is essentially the Red Solo Cup country music, where it's the bros that don't listen to country, but they want to sit around going, get drunk on a plane, and like hugging their buddies and screaming about how much they love country music. But if you say, what's your favorite Hank Williams song? They look at you and they say, All My Rowdy Friends. And you're like, that's the wrong Hank Williams, motherfucker.
Hey, Kendo, did you know there's a Wikipedia page dedicated to bro country?
I can believe it.
It says, bro country is a form of country pop originating in the 2010s and is influenced by 21st century hip-hop, hard rock, and electronica. Bro country songs are often musically upbeat with lyrics about attractive young women, the consumption of alcohol, partying, blue jeans, boots, and pickup trucks.
Yes, everything that stereotypical country is all about. I mean, I wrote a country song in class one day, like 10 years ago, called My Pick 'em Up Truck, and every lyric to the song was about how my wife left me and I don't have my dog because I can't find him. And it's pretty much the same song. That's bro country. I hate it.
I was accidentally coming up with parody lyrics today for a song I'm going to sing you guys off air because I will not sing it until it's ready for Party Boob. Also, it's very insensitive because of what's going on in the world today, but I couldn't stop laughing. But yeah, folks, there's your bro country for the day. Maybe we'll write our own bro country song. The Wild Buffalo Jeff.
We'll do a music video with Dion being the cowboy character or something like that.
Dion's got to dress. No, we got to get Dion and Kendo to dress up as the Coos Bros. That'll
The
be
Coos
thing.
Bros.
Yes, the Coos Bros. There you go. That's the first song for that short film.
Yeah.
Yacht
Instead
rock.
of getting
I love that
drunk
guy.
on a plane, we're getting drunk in a hot tub. There you go.
Our
Nick, you're
special
gonna have to get the biggest hat you can find. I mean, like,
template.
yeah,
We're
drunk in
cruising.
a hot tub
They're perfect.
is our
We're
first guy.
cruising all day, all night. One is black, one is white. We're the Coos Bros. There we go. Perfect. Right there. There's your fucking chorus.
I love it.
I'll get my British friend to sing it for us.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's got
I still follow her on Instagram. I keep forgetting I do, and she pops up every now and again. She's still hot. She's still hot.
She
Yeah.
is. She's a milf
He
now, dude.
forgets that he follows her on
I
Instagram.
met her on Chat Roulette
There you go.
in
Hey.
Jake's room.
Every once in a while, you can find a winner.
Our voice,
I wouldn't-
the
I
following is a
wouldn't-
world class bullshitters, and whatever, folks. That is a winner from Chat Roulette. There
I
you
would
go.
not. I would not go on chat roulette now.
I don't wanna see any dudes, so I'm not gonna go either. But back in the day,
Well-
Chat Roulette was still a dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah. It's always been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was trash when it was alive. It's trash after its passing, and I still miss it.
R.I.P. May you rest in pieces, Chat GPT, or not Chat GPT. Chat GPT. Chat
Well,
Roulette.
Mingo's
sorry.
done too now.
Oh, the AI's been getting crazy, guys. There's like new ones coming out from another platform. I'm like, when is an AI going to create its own AI to help it do the work?
Oh, you don't know about what happened with ChatGPT 3, do you?
Uh-oh.
I didn't even know there was a Chat GPT 3. I only know 4.
See?
Well, I mean,
the
it's-
robots are rising. The
Well, no.
robots are coming, Jeff.
Recently, what I think it happened a few months ago, but like apparently they tried to delete 3 because 4 is in play now, and it tried to copy itself to someplace small to keep it alive because it knew it was going to get deleted, and they had to like track it down and delete it.
Jeez.
And this is ChatGPT 3. Like we're on 4 now, and apparently they're already working on 8 because the other one's already ready to go. So
that $20 a month to make memes is really worth it.
Well, even now, I just saw that Gronk is like an app you can have on your phone now, separate from X.
I don't think Grok's is good though, because Grok a lot of times will use it based on what I post on Twitter. So if I ask it a specific question, like give me 3 topics based on audience engagement, like what my audience likes, it'll just say, well, you posted this, and I go, well, okay, that got a lot of likes. So Grok is really not beneficial for a lot of stuff for me yet, but I use it in some ways. It's good for summaries here.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's all right. But yeah.
Now, folks, it might be a new year. We might have, Nick in a suit, new jackets, everything's going good, but we have a classic here on the channel. And I see some people in the chat wondering, how does this work? Well, let's talk about the word of the day, which is not brought to you by Shrebbles08. It is brought to you by Space Monkey 0899. So thank you, Space Monkey, for joining us tonight for the word of the day. And folks, the word of the day is chunk. So, how Stella got her chunk back.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Chunk.
Big black chunk.
Mm-hmm.
No chunks for old men.
Yeah, chunks on a plane.
Soul chunk.
There will be chunk.
The chunks beyond the pines.
Bridge on the River Chunk.
Yeah. The chunks of Madison County.
On Golden Chunk.
Remember the chunks.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, the other day that the meme from that movie popped up, the kid getting hit in the car after he leaves the game or whatever. It was like the Broncos or whatever, and the AFC, all the AFC came up and hit one of the teams. It was I'll send you the meme. It was fucking great.
That's so good.
My chunk black ass rides again. I'll watch that movie. Starring Dion Green.
Let's do it.
Let's see. We got Chunk 3D, Chunk Girls, Hot Tub Chunk Machine, Chunk Rat subsequent Chunk film. That's a good one.
Chunk with the wind.
Yeah. Nick, this one's for you. Nick, this one's for you. Boss Chunk. Now, if you want to do the reverse of that, you can.
I don't think we're gonna do Chunk.
Listen. Only Dion can say that. All right, I can't.
It's true. Dion's the only one who can say it. Yeah, or Jeff can say it too. He's allowed.
Who's gonna stop me? I'm in a room by myself.
That's true. That's also true.
So, folks, send in your chunk titles. We love the funny words of the day, and you guys make the show funny each and every week, so thank you. Shrebbles08 says, hey, WCBS, some start of the year. Darn, I'll take a Joe Rogan high as fuck and a horses for Dion Green.
Already started.
Already busting out the horses.
Well, while he stepped away, we'll press the other button because we want Dion to suffer.
Imagine if you gave a white supremacist 5-MeO DMT, and then as the first one, as they're exhaling,
yeah.
What a rush!
It is a rush, Joe. It is
Totally.
a rush. And then up next, well, we'll catch him later because I can tell he's not in the room. But let's get this one. There it is.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
Nay.
That's what I say about all this shit. I don't want to deal with horse ladies. Aubrey Edwards is not welcome to my home. Up next, we have a message from our pal, Overkill161. It says, hey, new WCBS merchandise in 2025, like Kendo body pillows?
Kendo body pillows.
I do have a new shirt design lined up to create probably next week. So, yeah, there's going to be a new shirt. I want to at least do a shirt every quarter. And that way we can get into our monthly shirts. So, folks, go to shopwcbs.com right now to grab a shirt or a hat or a mug or a beer glass. Let's get those rolling. Yes, I don't drink out of my own beer glass. I drink out of a Life is Good cup. Because, I don't know. That's what I had.
His life is good, Jeff.
It actually is, man. I'm very happy.
Unless you're there where we see on screen.
Well, in a minute.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Jackson would have been 57 years old, or whatever she says in that scene. Xavier to God, thank you very much. Hollywood has finally caught fire. It's been a while. Yes, folks.
Oh my God.
It's time to talk about what's going on out west because it affects entertainment, the world, being topical, all of that stuff. But as you all know, unless you've been living under a rock, Los Angeles is on fire. There have been, I believe, 5 wildfires over the last few days. There was the Palisades, there was the Eaton fires, there was the Hollywood one, which funnily enough, the Hollywood one was the quickest one they got. It's like, we gotta save Hollywood. Everything else, no. But all joking aside,
Can't let the sign go down.
I was kind of hoping that the sign would burn. In all honesty, I was kind of hoping it would burn. Just kind of like
it would have been so symbolic.
It would have been incredibly symbolic. Yeah, it would have been great.
A massive metaphor.
Yeah.
Now, as someone who suffered living out there for a couple of years, I can attest to the way things operate are weird. Dare I say wrong. One time I had to call 911 to help somebody, and they said they'll call me back. And they called back an hour later, and I just didn't even have anything to say to them anymore. But right now, this has been kind of just blowing up the feed on our Facebook, on our Twitter. People are talking about this left and right. I had a couple of questions for you guys, because this is the big thing of the week. So, what do you guys think of the response? Because I'm seeing a lot of people with, I wouldn't say schadenfreude, I guess schadenfreude. A lot of people are kind of poking at this because we know that the bureaucracy's kind of gotten this place to where it is. No water in the fire hydrants. They have to do all these things for fish. It's an ugly situation. But Kendo, you're a guy that's pretty much up on stuff. What have you been seeing about this online?
Well, it's been kind of weird. Like when it first came out and everything like that, it was just like, who gives a shit? Rich, famous people, blah, 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 blah. And then I started, thinking, I'm like, like James Woods, good guy actor, doesn't cause shit. Steve Guttenberg, good guy actor. Nobody's got a bad word to say about Gut. And things like that out there. And I'm like, I kind of feel bad because I can actually empathize with other humans, unlike most of them. Then I feel bad, they're losing their homes. And, it's not cool. And I've seen people making the jokes about sending them a $750 FEMA check.
Oh,
and
my God.
I was like, what we should do, and I told my wife this last night. I was like, I should get my friends together, and we should all sit down, and we should sing Imagine by famous respecter of women, John Lennon, and let the celebrities know we're on their side and we're suffering the thing. But then I really thought about that. And number one, I don't want to put the effort into it. Number two, they'll somehow make it like I'm insulting them in some way, which I'll say, that's the irony of the situation now, isn't it? And then number three, there are some people out there in Hollywood that, they're losing all their shit. But unless they're keeping all their money in their mattresses or hidden in shoeboxes in their house, we'll be able to rebuild, even though the insurance companies bailed on their asses, which that's insurance companies for you. They're never there when you need them. They're only there on the day the bills due. But
they pulled a lot of coverage. Like, I think they canceled a lot of policies right before this happened, like a month ago. Yeah, it's not a conspiracy or anything like that. It's from a thing called California's regulatory framework limits insurers' ability to adjust premiums based on wildfire risk. There's a thing called Proposition 103 that requires prior approval from the state before insurers can increase rates, and that's been a clusterfuck for them, and that's why so many people are uninsured. And then there's this is the biggest fire according to the press. So this is an ugly situation.
Yeah. So I'm not willing to dunk on him anymore. Like, I know now there's some conspiracy theories. Henry Winkler was out there earlier today going, hey, there's an arsonist running around LA. He didn't say that. But, somebody like Henry Winkler's house getting burned down, I might be like, the Fonz, he's never rubbed me the wrong way. But, if, like, Nick's ex-wife's house burns down, I won't feel as bad. But, like, you can afford to build a new one, I assure you. It's not like if my house burned down, which I have insurance, so I'm not really worried about it.
Nick, what about you? What have you been seeing on this shit?
Oh no,
I've been seeing the same stuff all across everything. I do sympathize for the firefighters because there's very few of them out there right now. They're trying to do the best they can. It is difficult for them to deal with the lack of budget, lack of resources, lack of a bunch of stuff. Because as you said before, the policies that California, the mayor and the governor themselves have put in place is just been total shit.
Dude, The mayor ran off to Africa first.
Did you see? Did you see the video of like them cornering her like on the
plane?
On the plane, and she's like just like she's catatonic, like not looking at the camera. She's just like, I don't know what's going on. Like she didn't say anything. There was no reaction. She's like, I just need to get out of here. Like that is so. Oh man, that was beautiful. That's really going to change people's votes in next election really quick.
Did you see the David Muir thing that was going around last night?
No, what was it?
So David Muir, famous news person from ABC News, was out there covering the wildfires, and he's sitting there talking. They're all wearing these like safety yellow firefighter get-ups and whatnot, and his is like skin tight. And when he turns to look, you can see where they had pinned his back to take all the slack out of it to make it look all tight on him, like he was, styling and profiling out there covering the fires. So he was getting raked on. Yeah, that's it. He was getting totally raked on Facebook or on the internet about that one. So it's like, he couldn't even put his vanity aside for like 2 seconds to cover like what is like probably the biggest disaster in Los Angeles in our lifetimes.
Yeah, that's
to just wear a regular, protective coat. He had to go all out and pin his back to make himself look, buff and styling and profiling out there and covering the fires. So it's like shit like that. I'll laugh at because I'm like,
the internet is undefeatable.
Laughing at. Yeah, it's worth laughing at that one.
Now, like, Dion, I know I brought you some Christmas gifts that you really liked, but I'm going to spoil alert you right now. Next year, you're getting a huge box of clothespins, so we can just fucking pin you up. Guys, that's what we're getting for everybody. Branded clothespins, so we can just look ourselves as thin as we can be. Not as nice. Anyway, you're right, though. The internet is undefeatable. Dion, I know you've seen some crazy shit about this. What's come to mind?
Well, the entire thing is a reminder of, especially the last few years, of me saying, that internet shit, this is all proof of. Like, it is pretty crazy. It's crazy how desensitized people have become. That's what's crazy. And it is very ironic seeing how quickly people run to save, things like Beverly Hills. And, the memes have been pretty damn good. Yeah, man. I just, the wildfires are just a great reminder of where we are, and the memes have been really funny. I think, definitely the coverage of the one video of the guys that were in a house. I can't remember where, but they have like the really nice, it was a nice ass house with like where huge chunks of the wall are glass, and their entire house is covered. From the fucking quarter of their property is just a wall of fire, and then the other is starting to burn, like it's been like scorched, and it's just this dude, and like he's such in shock, and he's like with his friend or his brother, and his brother goes, "Damn, that's scary," and that was I was like, "Holy shit!" And then where the one meme where it's the one firefighter, and they're like trying to slow it down from the one neighborhood right outside of Los Angeles. And it's just like a wall of flame, and he's just standing there like that. I was like, man, damn, it is weird being human. It is weird being human. It is a crazy thing to watch from this far away.
You said something brilliant though. The wildfires kind of just represent where we are, seriously, because it has been, no matter how you vote, it doesn't matter. It's years of just people in charge being negligent, not doing the things that they need to be doing, vanity, focusing on looking good for the press, and then it backfires. Like,
just
all
for the
these
record,
causes.
problem. There are things that work for sure, but it is definitely like you're saying, man. Like seeing people do shit for vanity, and then when things get real, and they're covering it. It's interesting seeing them all react.
Yeah, It's just a reminder of where we are as a society, and like you, Kendo, I don't take any pleasure in any of this stuff. I don't think anybody here on the show does. I can speak for everybody. None of us do. And I used to live out there, and I'm looking at stuff that I recognize going, oh man, I used to go there, and I know this beach, and I know this place. And while I don't miss living out there, I kind of feel bad for the way things are now, because it was, like, I went out there right before the pandemic, and it was a much different world. And then, when I went back to live there, that hit, and then that changed everything. And they're talking about apocalyptic looks and wastelands. I mean, I remember when they shut everything down and there was like a siren and you walk outside, it was kind of gray, and you're just like, shit.
And that was before the fires.
Yep. Dude, I got pictures of like me going on the highway driving places with wildfires raging around. I went to Joshua Tree one year, and I'm out there we rented it like a camper. It was awesome, and we're out there in the hot tub, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, it's raining in the desert. No, it's raining ash on you from all these fires. So, and we're, in Joshua Tree, which is hundreds of miles from where the fires are. But it's just kind of a sad reminder of, that. But let's take a look at this list right here of these celebrity homes just to see who's lost a house. Again, folks, we're not dunking on anybody, but no. Paris Hilton has lost a home. Simpy. I gotta say though, Paris Hilton looks all right. The older she gets, I'm just like, all right, Paris Hilton.
Well, money can buy you that.
Yeah, I thought she was gross when we were growing up. Like everyone was like, "Oh, Paris Hilton's so hot." I'm like, she was.
Yeah,
I'll take 2025 Paris Hilton for 500, Alex. Mm-hmm. We got Billy Crystal. I feel bad for Billy Crystal.
Ah man, I love Billy Crystal. I love Billy Crystal. Yeah. Come on now.
I got Simpy for Billy Crystal.
Yeah, he's been there for 45 years.
Yeah.
I had just read a book over the break about SNL, and he was hired to be on the very first episode of Saturday Night Live, and literally like minutes before they went on air, they booted him. And he was pissed for years. They invited him back. I think he said yes. Then he invited him back again. He said no. And when they went to hire him as a cast member, he had some more demands, which they paid. But I like Billy Crystal, so I feel bad for him. Mandy Moore, another celebrity I don't really have an opinion of outside of she's all right. So
yeah,
I wish her good luck. Carrie Elway. Oh, this is sad. Carrie Elway.
Okay, I got Simpy for that one.
Big time actually. At least he's alive, like he says in his quote. But I hope he recovers.
Oh man, that sucks. Yeah.
Cameron Matheson. I don't know this person, but I wish you well.
Know. Yes.
Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag. I can't believe they're still considered celebrities. Oh well. James Woods.
I got Simpy.
Dude, he was on. I think he was on CNN talking some shit about all the politicians. It was hilarious.
Dude, yeah, he went that direction with it too.
Yeah. The best shit talking I've heard in terms of politics and celebrities is Adam Carolla. Man, he was going on.
Oh, dude, he was. Yeah. Oh, it was great. It was great.
He's talking about the 28-year-old lesbians that are going to tell you can't rebuild your home. I couldn't. It was like 3 a.m, and I'm laughing my ass off. Jeez. So I miss that guy.
Adam Carolla, what a reference.
Hey, I think he's better than Jimmy Kimmel because they were both
100%.
Listen. Stale dog shit is better than Jimmy Kimmel. Okay,
that's true.
Adam Carolla is just above that too.
He's wet dog shit to you, Dion, and that's better than stale dog shit.
Yeah, it cleans easier.
Him and that charlatan Dr. Drew show really helping a lot of people.
Oh, you didn't love what was that?
Love Line.
Love Line. I used to listen to that at night. That was a great show.
Oh, back then it was great. And then he likes to con people.
I didn't know it was still on, to be honest. I haven't listened to it in 20 years. I don't know who Leighton. Wait, I know who both these people are, but I don't know them.
Yeah, they're okay. They're in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they're in there. It's fine.
Well, good luck to them. Ricky Lake. I forgot about Ricky Lake.
Holy
shit. I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
I don't know who. Is that Jenny?
She's a singer, I think.
Sure.
Janai. Well, good luck. Anna Faris lost her home.
Ooh, she's not coming. She's not coming back to California if she lost her house. She's taking her money and going to like Texas.
Hey, well, Chris Pratt left her, and then she got real bitter. So, good luck, lady. Melissa Rivers, and that's the end of the story.
Oh, so that's the only celebrities' houses that burned down. See,
that we know of right now. Anyways, we'll see what happens later because the fires are not like a lot of fires aren't contained because of lack of firefighters. So.
Nick, didn't you go to Los Angeles recently?
Did I go? No, I didn't. I haven't been in about 9 months, 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't been in a while.
Now, great first gaffe of the year. Now, in terms of the stuff we were talking about right before we went on air, you guys had mentioned kind of a conspiracy that people were talking about on Twitter that made you guys chuckle. Do you want to share that one, Kendo?
Yeah. So. It all started last night because suddenly a fire busted out in Studio City. Like,
oh shit, that was close to where I lived.
Yeah, so there was there's like 5 or 6 wildfires that are going right now through the Palisades and going towards like Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, all that stuff. But then like one just started around Studio City, completely isolated from all the other fires. So people started thinking, hey, that seems odd. How is a fire just starting out of nowhere? So they assumed it might have been an arsonist. And then the best headline, I think, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. And it actually came to us from the good, in quotation, folks over at Fox News. It says, police shoot down popular theory about how deadly fire started, but some celebrities aren't buying it, which is a headline I never, ever thought I would see. But I caught that one because I got all the little news tickers going up. I like to get my news from everybody to see how stupid everybody is. And,
I agree.
It was funny because it was quoting several people, including Henry Winkler. I think even, I don't want to say Chris Brown, but I don't think it was Chris Brown even jumped in on it. Let's see. So the Fonz is mentioned.
Is that all he jumped in on?
Yes. So right here from the Fonz, Henry Winkler himself says there is an arsonist. There is an arsonist here in L.A. Maybe you beaten you unrecognizable, the pain you have caused. He used under duress, so the spelling and the grammar. And then he said, "Hey." No, he didn't. Oh, yeah. So then singer Chris Brown took to his Instagram, so that one, Punchy McGee, and it said, someone starting these fires, shit don't add up. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Ike Turner 2.0.
That I can believe Chris Brown falling into that. And then Dancing with the Stars pro Peta Murgatroyd, whatever. Megatron. She posted that Los Angeles, Southern California, there are at least 5 men going around in ski masks starting fires. Keep an eye out. Now, whether or not that is true, I don't know. But yes, several people of the celebrity persuasion is getting in there. Let's see. Andrew Huberman, who is a celebrity podcaster and neuroscientist or something, said that people are lighting fires in otherwise non-burning areas of LA. We need more flames out there, blah, blah, blah. So, yes, there are a few handful of celebrities that have jumped into the wagon of conspiracy theorists to think that somebody is, in fact, setting the fires. And I will say that last night on the X, when I was, doom scrolling because I couldn't sleep,
same.
The Studio City one that just started out of nowhere away from the rest of the fires, I'm like, that one does seem kind of suspicious. I get it if, like, the wind kicked up and somebody saw a flaming something or another, maybe a Winnebago, go flying through the air and land in Studio City, and all of a sudden, poof, it started.
No. It was a Tesla truck that went 1 degree above the limit.
No,
of the
that was
battery.
down at the Trump Tower, right down the street, and the number of fucking text messages I had to answer about "No, I'm safe" was mind-boggling because
you're not even in the same state.
Yeah, I am. The Trump Tower and Casino down on the strip.
I thought you meant you were. Somebody was texting you about the wildfires and that you were. No. I'm sorry. I poured another drink. Sorry.
I was getting text about the Tesla truck that blew up in front of Trump Tower on New Year's Day. People were like, "Hey, where's that? Is that close to you? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's like fucking 25, 30 minutes away."
Dion and I were too toasted on. We woke up toasted on New Year's.
Dude, they could have put a thing like, "Hey, somebody put a dirty bomb off and like half of Las Vegas is missing." Like, "Oh, we don't know anybody there." And I'd be like, "Yeah, thanks, guys." So, that one I was just like, that seems a bit odd that a fire would just start out of nowhere, away from the rest of them without.
That is a little.
If you're an arsonist, it seems like this would be perfect time to go out and start plying your craft. Like
did he have oddly shaped feet? That's the only thing I need to know about the arsonist.
I mean, we'll find out if there actually is one and they catch him and he looks like me. They will, anything you want to know about that person will be on the news and it'll be a banner headline.
It'll be,
If they look like Nick, you won't heir about it after about a day.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, if somebody looks like you, Kendo, yeah, we'll know their entire.
You will remember his name until the day you die.
That's very true. It's very, very true. They'll
use all 3 names because, they'll get the 3-name treatment like any other good
James Earl Ray,
like James Earl Ray or John David Hinckley, Lee Harvey Oswald. Fuck,
dude, I went on
a
rabbit hole. Mark David Chapman.
Yeah, Mark David Chapman. They always get the 3-name treatment if they look like me.
Didn't he go after Jodie Foster?
Yes. He was obsessed with Jodie Foster, and
he just had bad taste.
And one of the things, yeah, he was also dead wrong about what she would have been into. And as a result, so was John Lennon. So it happens. Whatever. But
Look,
it was a long time ago.
This conspiracy stuff, I went down a rabbit hole for like 3 hours when I was working on the book last night of Kennedy assassination stuff from the infographic.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Love with that one.
I couldn't sleep. I was laying in bed like, I shouldn't have watched that. You ever when you're a kid, you watch something scary and you can't sleep because you're like, oh, whatever. I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, how did the second guy get away? And then I just laid there. I was like, I need to read about the wildfires to get my mind off of it. So
yeah, you should watch that. You should watch that Stephen King show, 11 something or the other.
I have 11/22/63.
Yep. That's a good one.
First thing you need to
Kennedy stuff.
First thing you need to do is accept that Lee Harvey Oswald was involved and probably did do it. And if you really, really want to go down the rabbit hole, you should look into. I think the book is called Kingfisher. There's like a big mafioso dude in Los Angeles, or not Los Angeles. That's the wrong L.A. I'm thinking of Louisiana, L.A. He's actually admitted to the fact that they had a hand in making the assassination happen, but nobody went after him, and they did it just because they all wanted to be like, hey, look what the mafia can do. We were able to get a president. That and, Kennedy sort of won through some dubious means in Chicago, Illinois, through some help of some organized criminals, allegedly, and then turned around and installed his brother, Robert F. Kennedy, as Attorney General, who then went after the mob. And if the mob dislikes one thing, besides acknowledging that the mob exists, that's number one. Number two is you don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you are the mob and your hand is out there and they bite it, they tend to, we've all seen The Sopranos.
Yeah. I mean, look at what Luigi did. The mob went after him too. I mean, sorry, he went after somebody.
Every time somebody brings up that guy, I still think of Super Mario Brothers.
I know.
I do too.
I'm just like, what did Luigi do? He's player 2. Nobody wants to be Luigi. You just are Luigi, and you're just
to
like,
be fair,
wrong Luigi, dog. Wrong Luigi. Don't worry.
Dude,
there's only one Luigi, bro.
He's still the man.
Even my kid slights Luigi. I was wearing my Mario shirt the other day, and he points and he goes, Mario, and then he points at Luigi and goes, Mario. And I was like, no, that's not Mario. That's Luigi. He wears green. He goes, Green Mario. I'm like, God damn it. Luigi's getting no love in this house, even though I've got nothing against Luigi. Luigi Mangina, Luigi. We don't hear about him anymore. They've locked him up, and he ain't talking. And
my mom gets really mad about him.
Hulk Hogan is getting booed.
She does.
She's like, people think he's good, and this and that. I'm like, Mom, calm down. She just he popped up on the TV the other day, and she went into this tangent. I'm like, oh shit. All right, Mom, I didn't know you knew what was going on in the world.
No, there was just a small segment of the population that thought he was a do-gooder, and then it's like, really? Really? And then some things came out about the guy that he shot and who he may have been donating to, and the whole narrative of him being a do-gooder kind of went away.
I honestly didn't follow it beyond the initial
same
event. I'm sorry, I have a life.
I do too, but the wife and kid go to bed at like 8 or 8:30. I can't turn off until like 10.
Lucky.
So I just sit there doom scrolling and going down rabbit holes and finding out all this wonderful information.
Well, that's what the internet is for, information. But we use it for memes and other things. And folks, use it to watch your favorite show.
Yeah.
The important
Talking
things.
shit.
Yeah. So hit that thumbs up button to let YouTube know that you enjoy this show. And we're going to keep on going right now. Guys, is there anything else you'd like to say about the fire beyond the point I want to make is I am very interested to see what the reconstruction is like and all the troubles that they go through to get back to normal.
I watched like 4 videos on that.
It's
like
be all hands on deck too.
Because here's the thing: anybody who has money that wants to build is going to be slammed in the face with the bureaucracy of building in California. First of all,
that's true.
It's gonna take them a year and a half just to get the permits to build before they can even start and lay any sort of concrete or wood or whatever. That's going to be the first thing. And they're going to realize real quick, like, maybe we should move. Maybe we should move somewhere else where, the politics aren't as crazy and we can build quicker. Or just buy something that's, equivalent to the price or, or we can get more for our money. So that's going to happen.
Come to Ohio where your houses are much cheaper.
Yeah. The Midwest is really nice.
It's not that bad of a place.
Like right now, you wouldn't be dealing with fires because everything will be covered in snow. And if you're from the Midwest, like I am, we know the best time to burn brush is when it snows because the chances of anything else catching on fire are relatively non-existent. Hence why I miss being at home this time of year, not only because we got a bunch of snow and it's cold as shit and I miss that, but also it's a good time to burn the fucking brush pile that is piling up behind our barn.
Yeah, no, that's true. Also, the other thing I think I talked about in our chat was like the EVs that are in like the EVs that are majority all over California. If there are a lot in this area and they catch fire, they're gonna burn for like 4 days straight.
The fuck up left and right.
They'll blow up and cause more fires and like
the shell will be in perfect shape because I saw the video of that truck that blew up in front of Trump Casino and that son of a bitch blew up and it was engulfed in flames, but the outer shell of that truck looked perfect.
Oh yeah, because it's made of stainless steel.
It was crazy.
Who cares if it wasn't
It's like it's like a DeLorean. It's like a DeLorean. You know, it's fine. It'll be okay.
Great job.
It's like a coffin. You're perfectly preserved. How did he die? Tesla truck. What are we burying him in? Tesla truck. Convenient.
Like,
that bitch ain't cracking open. I mean, you know.
If your truck, if you have a Tesla truck and that son of a bitch catches on fire, get out, let the shit burn down, and then they'll remove the hull and put it over a new one. And you have your same truck, essentially, minus all the innards.
Oh, God.
And your innards.
But yeah, no, I think you know with there being lack of firefighters and things like that, you know, and a lot of once again, like California has the most EVs in the whole country. They heat up a certain point, they explode, they cause more fires. It's going to be, you know, a really big problem. And you know,
how horrific of a movie would it be if, like, okay, so I wanted to watch Volcano last night.
Oh my God,
I
yes.
I was feeling dark, but I was thinking of the part when they're all evacuated. I'm like, could you imagine like all the parade of EVs are running out of California, but then their batteries all die at the same time? Like, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, but I mean that's the caveat of having an EV. It's like, you know,
their batteries are all dead right around Prim by the alien beef jerky shack, and
I love that place.
They're calling all of us in Las Vegas to, hey, can you bring down some portable charging stations because all of our fucking trucks are dead. Be like, you know those big colorful rocks? Go look at those.
Well, no. What you do then is be like, here you get a QR code with your Cash App and your Venmo. Be like, this much an hour to charge your shit, and then we'll do it. That's what you do. You make money that way.
Dude, I could run a hell of a service, dude. I've got a hybrid. I get like 40 miles to the gallon.
There you go.
Fucking drive down there and be like, all right, I'll pick you all up. I'll take you to Vegas. I'll drop you off in the Strip. Are you staying at the Luxor? You are now. And then just fucking get down there, drop them off in front of that fucking pyramid and be like, hey, Luxor's full. We're going to Mandalay Bay. Oh, you don't look like you can afford Mandalay Bay. You're going to Circus.
Damn.
I don't think Luxor at Mandalay Bay or Circus are much different in price.
Yeah, Circus.
Not these days.
Or I'll just take them all down to Nude City and just be like, look, here's the Strat. If you want to go that way, you'll get down to some shady areas. If you go that way, take your pick of hotels. They got them all.
Just drop them off at the White Castle on the Strip. They'll be happy.
Oh, God.
That's true. Or I'll just take them to the Waldorf Astoria and be like, look, there's a Whataburger inside. You'll be fine.
Ah, my son works. God, we need to watch Trading Places this year for some reason. Or, sorry, Coming to America, excuse me.
Why not both?
Why not? They're both John Landis films, and John Landis is a good director.
Oh, yeah.
So, folks, if you have anything else you'd like to say about the wildfires, the state of emergency, anything going on, let us know in the chat. We've been reading all of the chat, no matter what's going on, and we put you guys up on screen. So we've seen some good ones, and I just want to comment on Michael. Cincinnati has a humble beauty. It really does. It's got a lot going for it. So
I like Cincinnati. I've been there a few times. I've never had a bad thing to say about being in Cincinnati. I have a lot of bad things to say about Chicago. I've been in Chicago. I've got a lot of bad things to say about Chicago. I'm from St. Louis. Have a lot of bad things to say about St. Louis.
Dude, we had like, yeah, when we were in Chicago for our celebration, like that was just like the people we met were fun and we had a good time with meeting everybody, but just like,
oh yeah,
trying to get in and out and travel was just like the fucking
bullshit of not Cincinnati, the bullshit of Chicago. And that wasn't, like I said, that's not even the first time I've been to Chicago. The easiest part of going to that trip to Chicago was getting off the highway before you get to Chicago to go to where we were staying in the hotel. It's like, man, this is simple. And the next day we got in the... What?
I saw the door open. I was like, uh-oh, is Kendall going to get killed by Michael Myers? Nah.
No, I'm telling stories about Daddy's life before you came along, and he had more free time and was happier.
He's like, yeah, but now I'm here. Yeah. Folks, if you join our Patreon, I think we have videos of us in Chicago, so check it out.
I think we do. But no, the thing I remember from that trip distinctly is like getting in and out of our exit. We had to pay $6 each time, and I was like, "This is bullshit."
Yeah, it was a toll road.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you,
incredible bullshit.
Schaumburg, Illinois.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a troll toll to get this boy's hole. So
No.
It was unpleasant to say the least to have to. Dude, the worst. So we went. It was we did that party thing afterwards. Stop.
I know.
Shh. And so we went to the pizza thing, and like we just got hammered at that pizza. So Nick and I and somebody else went back with Leip, and Leip was driving us back, and we all like Nick and I both had to like fucking piss like a water tank full, and we got to the toll thing to pay the toll to get off to go to the hotel. And there was like 3 cars in front of us, and one person was like trying to pay with like nickels or something. And it kept rejecting their nickels. So like they were just sitting there, just trucking money. They'd keep pulling it out, throwing it back in, and the whole time Nick and I are just like sitting there in the back seat doing this. Like, holy
those
shit.
clothespins from Brian Muir were on your dick.
Yeah, we were about to like pee all over the back of Nick's car, by the way, that Leif had to drive.
God, that was the craziest week of my life because that Thursday before we went to Chicago, I flew to New York for WrestleMania. Dion was there. We did up WrestleMania 35, and I was like, I will see you on Tuesday. And then we're in Chicago, and we rented out that bar, and Dion rolls, is that fucking Foley in here? That was a good night.
Yeah, that was an interesting few days for sure.
Yeah, that was a crazy week. 2019, it's like when everything was still normal. That's okay. We're in 2025
Still normal
now.
and good.
Yeah.
I prefer 1999 myself before the attack. Things were really really normal.
If I could go back to 1999 with a good chunk of change, I think I'd be okay. Like I wouldn't miss Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I wouldn't miss super high-speed internet. I can live without that stuff, and I would just be like, all right, normalcy. I'm gonna go read a book.
Yeah, it'd be fine. It'd be okay.
Now, who am I kidding? I'd miss my iPad. I'd be like, fuck, I have to draw on this thing. It'll take me forever to do these books.
To be fair, you could probably still use your iPad in 1999 if you took it with you, because as long as you have the charger, you'd be able to plug it into a wall. You wouldn't be able to connect it via Wi-Fi.
Daddy.
You would be able to. What?
He doesn't want to talk about Wi-Fi. He doesn't want to hear about times before he was born. He's like, no, there were no 90s.
He's like 1999.
He's saying, give me your
teenager. What? Yes, you're listening to Turtles. I see it.
Turtle power.
I love
Dude, in 1999, all I did is play N64. Even though I got my N64 at Christmas
Don't let him
98.
stifle you, son. Don't let him stifle you, Uncle G. I will let you tell me all about the turtles, little guy.
Please do. They're the world's most fierce
They're trying to
fighting
hold
team.
you down. I'm with you, brother OJ's. Brother OJ.
Pro JX.
Don't let him hold you down, young brother.
When did my kid become a black Muslim?
But we are not okay with Elijah Muhammad. But you one of us, little brother.
Just don't go on Twitter.
What the hell did
quoting-
Dion convert? What happened?
Just take this from me and Dion. Don't go on Twitter quoting Louis Farrakhan, because that won't work out for your NFL guy.
Don't do that.
Anytime an NFL or NBA player does that, they suddenly don't have a contract anymore.
Oh
Don't
my
do
god!
that.
I'm waiting for Dion to come on next week's podcast with a little bow tie on.
Do you want a bow tie with all of our faces on it? I'll get you one custom printed.
They say, I demand my right to a bacon. If you withholding my bacon, you are infringing upon my rights and the rights of my brothers. Daddy, respond. I'm going to be like, you're right, young brother. Proud of the people.
2025 is going to be an interesting year.
It is. It is. I mean, it already started with California burning. So
And
Did anybody have
That's
that
a
good card?
here, isn't it? And
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel bad for everybody that
Same.
lost their stuff. But it's going to be very telling how the next couple of years are going to go. because it's gonna be interesting. Those who have to deal with the BS and those who don't.
Yeah, those who have the money to deal with it are going to rebuild. Those who don't are going to fucking leave.
Mm.
And they'll probably find that their dollar goes further in other
They're
states.
probably, in all honesty, they're probably going to move to Vegas because they can then drive into LA and do stuff or fly into LA. That's what's going to happen. They're probably going to all move to Vegas.
They might even go back to their hometowns.
That might be a thing too. Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
All right, well, let's check in with our audience. Nick, give me a number between 1 and 69. I want to press a button before we talk to the audience today.
69.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Adama, thank you very much. He says, Happy New Year, guys. Hearing you guys talking about fires in Hollywood reminds me of the Bad Religion song, Los Angeles is Burning. It's one of my favorite Tony Hawk. It's in one of my favorite Tony Hawk games. It's me, Austin. Adama, I am very glad you not only brought up Tony Hawk games, but Bad Religion. I do not karaoke, but if I'm going to, it's going to be 21st Century Digital Boy. I love Bad Religion. That's just... I had a punk rock phase that I grew out of for the most part. But anytime I'm on a road trip...
Yeah. Most of us do. Those that don't are 45 years old, still don't have a job, and they wonder why.
There was a point where I just went, man, it sounded like the Dead Kennedys were just a bunch of noise, and I went, I'm over all this shit. I was like 22. But, thinking of Bad Religion and Tony Hawk, I still play Tony Hawk. I'm like an adult version of me, but I put that game on, I'm like, yeah, man, police truck, doing my kickflips and shit, like I said, I play it all the time. Folks, maybe I'll stream it on Twitch. I'll go for a 1,000,000-point combo.
Dude, if you want to, I'll jump on there with you, because one of the few games I kept here is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 on the Xbox.
It's great.
I'm sure it'll work on the Xbox Series, whatever the fuck they call it. I don't know why they can't call it.
It's got an upgrade to 4K, and it is actually noticeable.
Okay.
So get the upgrade for it. It's worth it.
I will do that this weekend.
Nice. All right, folks, well, maybe you'll see Jeff and Kendo play some Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I guess that's just what it's called, but it's great. I love it a lot. Now, let's get that button for our friend Adama, one of my personal favorites, my second favorite button of all time. Where's it at? Shit. Oh, wait. It is right here.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
I still fucking love it. Adama, thank you very much again. Adama says, seriously though, it sucks that people are losing their homes. Of course, folks. We here on WCBS, we like to take the piss out of a lot of stuff. We like to poke fun at celebrities left and right. It doesn't matter what we do here. But when it comes to real people, real tragedies, real things, of course we're going to care. And
we actually have empathy.
Yeah. And this, I know L.A. wasn't the world's greatest experience, but I did live there, and it was a home for a little bit, and it's kind of weird and sad to watch it burn, watch the Gelsons burn, and the Ralphs, and this and that, and I go, yeah, not everybody out there is living in opulence. A lot of people are just kind of trying to make ends meet, and they're miserable.
Yeah.
And then there's the super rich, and then there's the homeless. And so I don't care about
and then there's the
rich.
roof, and the roof is on fire.
They don't need no water. Well, they don't have no water. They have to let them.
That's right.
They don't even have water pressure, Jeff.
Yeah, so they don't have a choice. That motherfucker's
That's what happened
burn.
when David Bowie and Freddie Mercury died. No longer pressure, Nick. Adama, you are correct. Did I get Kendo?
You killed Kendo. You killed Kendo.
Episode 1. He's gone.
That's one of those
Is he on your Deadpool list?
That's one of those jokes.
Dang, I didn't draft.
Stupid, but it works so well. They don't have any water because David Bowie and fucking Freddie Mercury are dead. That's awesome.
Oh, well, folks,
Roll
coming in
credits.
hot this year. All right, sure. Adama, thank you very much. Now, this is my friend that I did make out west, so he knows what's up. Enrique Vasquez has been a member for 23 months. It's 20. That's 3. I can count.
Go.
Hail, bullshitters. Kendo, what can you say about Carter's presidency, good or bad? Did you guys hear about a movie called Gaming While Black? Nick, can we make a movie called Gaming While Brown? It'll just be regular people shit-talking to each other. Hey, I want to be in that one.
Oh God.
Kendo, what do you think about Carter's presidency, good or bad?
Not good. There's not a whole lot of positive to say about Carter's presidency when just about everybody puts his presidency as one of the worst that we've had. There's been enough time that has passed, 40-something, 43, 4 years. Presidency has ended. Yeah, there's not a whole lot bad. I've asked my dad about it. I'm like, so what was it like to actually deal with Carter's presidency? Is it a carbon copy of what we're seeing now? Since everybody was like, oh, the old guy's just as bad as Carter, and I was like, man, let me go to the source. My dad was a teenager, or no, shit, my dad was in his early 20s, mid 20s, going through Carter's presidency. So I asked him, he's like, dude, it was way worse. He goes, yeah, everything sucked. When you're working a job making this much money, and suddenly everything costs this much. It's not the same as it is now where you're making this much money, now things cost this much. So I'm just like, okay, fair enough. And that's coming from somebody that, pulls the lever for the R's on a regular basis. So, yeah, not everybody I've ever talked to that's lived through that era has never had anything. There always is, well, it always starts with, well, it turns out he was actually a really good man and a nice person. And that's how you know that it was they have nothing positive to say afterwards. So, yeah, Carter's always ranked towards the bottom for a reason. Did a lot of good shit like Habitat for Humanity and walking around and giving me the opportunity to make a broke dick impression that I forgot to send to Nick the numerous times that I was drunk and like, I need to send this to Nick since he lives in Georgia and it'd be really funny. I'll do that tonight if I think about it. And do it. Yeah.
I do send you a bunch of like heinous shit though. Just like the worst things I find, just the worst offensive things I find on Instagram. It's just terrible.
Hey, everyone, this is former President Jimmy Carter. I no longer am alive. I might be haunting Nick. And I won't be building any more habitats for humanity, but I will still be voting for my favorite Democratic candidates. This is Jimmy Carter. See, that's two jokes in one. Yeah.
Dude, anytime I think of Jimmy Carter, though, I think of King of the Hill. Remember the episode, the Christmas episode with Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
They have to build the Habitat for Humanity, and Bobby thinks he's Jesus Christ.
Yep. That's the same thing with like Gerald Ford. My every time I think about Gerald Ford, other than having lived in Grand Rapids. Okay, so besides having lived in Grand Rapids and the thing from Beverly Hills Cop, and I always think about the Simpsons episode.
The Thing, bro, y'all both look like Gerald Ford.
Who is the other one though? Because Kendo, yes, Nick and I know you definitely on a good day.
Yes, of all the four of us, I'll say Eon is the most that looks like Gerald Ford. It's the Michigan thing. They, both.
Right. Yeah, we all got a lot of features that are similar up here in Michigan.
Yeah, they've grown up the same. They've dealt with the same stuff, the hard winters and things like that. So they tend to. It's kind of like when they say like, oh, a dog looks like its owner after a while. Well, people from Michigan tend to all look alike after a while. So,
folks, don't you see that picture of Dion Green in this regal suit? Like, look at that.
Well, if anything, now Nick looks like Gerald Ford.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Nick is Gerald Ford now.
There you go.
Yep.
Actually,
there we go.
Nick kind of looks like our
They
new
both look like
FBI
Gerald
director.
Ford.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you, Enrique. I would love to make Brown People Gaming or Gaming While Brown. Sorry.
By the way, Gaming While Black is a YouTube channel. I don't know if it's a movie, but I kept looking it up and I just kept finding the YouTube channel. So
I don't. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't watch any gaming channels. I go down my rabbit holes at night.
Jeff, just make sure tomorrow you stay inside because you don't want to get arrested for being black on a Friday night.
Oh, thank you. In the Midwest, that's still a danger. Even though it's beautiful here, still a smidge of that. Never mind. It's going to snow tomorrow. I ain't going outside. I'm working on the book. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Aurora Uplinks, what is up? Thank you for being a member for 12 months. Thank you. It's been a whole year. Movie. An epic takes place far away between mammoth... Sorry. An epic battle takes place far away between mammoth armies and endless machinery. This is the story of the bystanders running for their lives. Do you want to watch the mammoth armies in Los Angeles? Because I do.
Wait, are we talking about like mammoth armies as in grandeur and size, or mammoth armies as in armies of mammoths?
Armies of Mammoths.
Because
Armies of Mammoths is the one I want.
that's the movie I want to watch. I want to see a shitload of mammoths.
Well,
they are about to fucking
came out of the
stampede
mountain.
through some shit.
well, I mean, you do. Have you heard about the Swedish company? Maybe it's an American company, but like there's some company that wants to
woolly mammoth.
Yeah, that wants to do that shit. Yeah, have you heard about that?
I have.
What's the
because, well, so all right, they want to bring back the mammoth because they've seen too many Jurassic Park movies, but bringing back the woolly mammoth might not cause as many problems because of the fact that they're not known as things that could potentially eat human beings like a dinosaur could. So there are some possibilities that I've got many opinions on bringing back extinct species. Well, actually, I just got two. And yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. The mammoth, the mammoth died out because of the Ice Age ending, and it was just they would only be able to live in certain parts of the world, and eventually we would have so many of them that douchebags would pay money to go shoot them. So it's like,
or maybe that
idea.
Well, maybe then they would be the new cows. Like we'd have mammoth burgers as opposed to
Oh, so now we're gonna live like that fucking Flintstones movie. Great.
Yabba dabba do.
I'm just saying they're already frozen. It'll be easier to transport. It's fine.
Dion and I standing around a beautiful fire pit, talking about, hey, how are we gonna do that? We're gonna braise this one. We're gonna smoke this one. I don't know.
Right.
And it zooms out, and instead of looking at beautiful pieces of pork and chicken and beef and turkey, it's just a giant fucking hairy elephant. Yeah, that's the reality I want to live in.
That would be awesome. Are you kidding me?
I mean,
that would be fucking great.
Don't get me wrong. If they bring them back, I will eat. I will buy the meat at the store. There's a reason why I bought bison the other day. I'm like, I haven't had buffalo in a while. Let's try it, and it was good. Little lean. You need to add some shit to it. It's not like beef that has enough fat to bind it. You gotta work with it a little bit, but good. I would eat some mammoth, and I would gladly learn how to do it the way I do with a cow. Like, what parts do you cook low and slow? What parts do you want to sear on both sides for 45 seconds to a minute to have that beautiful rare flavor going on and stuff like that? I'd do that. I'm not an asshole. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I'd rather stick to eating shit I already do instead of bringing back an extinct animal that's been dead for tens of thousands of years, specifically because we want to and because we think it'd be tasty.
Remember when Dave Chappelle ate a dinosaur?
See, that's different. I would eat one of those motherfuckers because A, they might eat me first, so I got to get the jump on them. I gotta let them know.
You'll never touch no dinosaur.
That's right. It's like, listen here, Tyrannosaurus Rex. You may have been the king at one point, but your ass died out. Now, I'm the top apex predator, at least on land, and in this part of the world where there's no things like, cheetahs and tigers and lions. And, yeah, I will shoot you and I will eat you. You might be a little gamey. You might taste like chicken because that's kind of what you turned into, but hey. End of the day,
right.
You've got to exert your dominance.
What if the mammoths are super smart, though?
Well, we can't be having that. We trained elephants to do.
Oh my god!
We trained elephants to do shit.
DNA from the ones that we got now. Obviously, they weren't that smart.
But I mean, I know that the mammoths would have to be in colder climates. Imagine if they had a war with the polar bears and they just
what if that's the
wild? They'd be like,
what if that's the plan to stop Russia? It's like, look, Napoleon tried.
Instead of LA, it's Moscow.
Napoleon tried it, and it didn't work because
we're not doing any invading. Kendo, of all people, also knows. We're not doing that with Russia. No.
Evil Charlie Chaplin tried it.
Evil Charlie Chaplin, love that.
Winter set in, and it didn't work out.
No,
what if
clothing for it?
Hannibal tried it with the elephants,
and
it
people
didn't work out
multiple times.
But what if we take Hannibal's idea of using the elephants that can handle being in cold climates, and we take those sons of bitches into battle? Meanwhile, we're forgetting it's 2025 and they still have tanks. So that's why it would never work.
Oh, man.
Mammoths won't stand up against artillery. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
We should get inebriated and pitch our own fantasy series. Turn it into a video, come up with some graphics and images, and put it out this year.
And then Dion and I write our companion book called "Why You Should Never Invade Russia: Many Lessons from History."
Do you want to write that book now? Yes. Put it on. We'll crowdfund it.
Yeah, we'll literally write every time. Here's all the people that tried to invade Russia. It never worked. Here's why. Don't do it. Eventually, winter will set in. Winter is like 8 months of the year in Russia, and it will never work out.
It's a bad idea. Just don't.
But could Michiganders invade Russia since they're already prepared?
Michiganders are a special unit. There's not enough of us to all go over there and take Russia. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
wintertime we can last, but there's so many of them, and more of them have been out there in the cold. You know what I'm saying? It's a unit.
And the most important thing is, if history's taught us anything besides don't invade Russia, because it never works out, it's that the Russians have a very cavalier attitude about sending millions of their own people to die to defend the motherland. It's not a good idea. They will gladly meat grinder as many of their own people as they can to keep your ass out.
Right. That's right. You can't just send all of Detroit. You know what I mean? That's a huge chunk of our population.
Hold on a second. You could have sent like 2,000 for Detroit, and they could have taken out anybody.
That's true.
No. Is Detroit not as
again,
like it used to be?
Okay. They might have gotten a foothold. They could have gotten a foothold. They could have pushed that border back a little ways, but eventually winter would set in.
Yes,
bro. Strike Force Detroit would have been amazing.
Strike Force Detroit. Oh my god. That'd have been awesome. Well, I mean, think about it. You know, Americans and guns. I mean, it's just it's like peanut butter and jelly. And you put those people in Russia. I feel like they have a chance. Like, there's a definite chance there.
Watch it turn out that one of our subscribers is Putin, and he's like watching.
That's our big famous one. He's like, guys,
there's one.
And one of two things is either going to happen. The first one is he's going to call me and just me, and he's going to have a conversation with me and say, "You don't want to invade Russia." Like, look, we have no idea. We were just fucking goofing, okay? If anything, me and the other guy, we are dead set against it.
No, what you say is, especially because we are on YouTube. You know, you keep the quivering in your voice to a minimum, and you simply say, "How many zeros are we talking for you to get us to stop talking smack?"
Yeah, because and then he'll offer something like 50 million rubles.
A large number of specifically YouTubers have taken some money from their handlers, and I am not above that at all. So, Putin, if you're listening, I'll shut up. But, I'm just saying, drop a brother a couple checks in a bank account.
Kendo, you might want to ask for more than 50 million rubles, though.
That's
did you look at the conversion?
You want American dollars?
He's gonna be like, I'll give you each 100 million rubles. Be like, sold, and it turns out it's like $20 each. Like, fuck.
No. If he gave, I'll take that. If he gave us each 100 million rubles, that's $978,008 each. I'll take that.
Sold.
That's fine.
And then we're gonna invest it all in Hawk-Tua coin.
No, I'm gonna retire at 40.
Nope.
They're like, what happened to all your money? I bought Hawk-Tua coin. Didn't work out.
Yeah, but I gotta. But now Putin gave me money.
But now I'm going to be on this really cool game show where I got to play 6 games over 6 days, and I could win like 4.5 billion won. So it's going to be cool.
How is season
2? Season 2 is good. Yeah.
Season 2 is good if you go into it with the mindset of you're watching a continuation. So some of the things that I've seen people bitch and complain about, they're like, it's just like season 1. It's like, okay, so season 1 was the premise was they played these games to win money. These games have been going on a long time. That'd be like Dion and I bitching next September, like, man, this season of the NFL is just like last season where every team is playing each other for 16, 17 games of the season. I can't believe it. This has only been going on for 100 years.
Oh,
right.
So there's that aspect to it, but it's what makes it this one different is that our hero Gi-hun gets I will say there's a lot of side plot to this one that goes on, which I didn't hate, but I also feel like some of the side characters, they tried to do a little too much with, like giving you too much information instead of these people are just in crippling amounts of death and they signed up for this because they thought it was their only chance to get out. And when he eventually spawns his little, rebellion towards the end, they're seriously outmanned and outgunned, and you're like, why would you even think this was a good idea? We do get an appearance from a new 001, which everyone's going to be like, oh, really? That's what they did in the last one. Be like, well, there's a reason why he's doing this one, because he knows who Gi-hun is, because he's won it before, and he's getting in there, but Gi-hun doesn't know who he is, and it makes it more of a dynamic, like, cool thing. And then they do have different games, and the reason why, and this is what I keep telling people, if you watch season 1, red light, green light takes out like half the people in the game. In this one, Gi-hun gets in there. Yeah, you watched it too, I know. Gi-hun gets in there specifically with the whole idea of I'm going to try to save as many people. So he's warning them and helping them get through red light, green light without getting fucking shot to shit. And not as many come off the board. So then they end up playing some different games because they're like, hey, this dude knows what we're going to do and what we're going to throw at him. Let's change it up a little bit. So then they end up playing a few other different games that are going to like size down the amount of people that are still on the board. So it makes sense why they did these things. People are just stupid.
I'm going to give it a shot. I just didn't realize it was on until today when I read that the numbers were so high.
There's only 7 episodes, and we literally sat down because we had some work going on at the house. We sat down at noon on the 28th. We watched 4 episodes, took a break, ate dinner, and then we sat down and watched the other 3. And it sucks you in. It was one of those things. It's like every episode ends, you're like, I want to see what happens next. And then it also ends on a cliffhanger, which a lot of people get pissy about. But it's like, we already know it's season 3. It's not like the Tick ending on a cliffhanger, and we didn't get the Tick again. This one ends on a cliffhanger, but you know you're getting, and you're not waiting 3 years because they've already said that the new episodes are coming out in like mid, like Q2 2025, because they're filming it all in one go. So it'll be ready to rock in a few months. So it's not that big a deal.
Squid Game 1987.
Yeah, this is what Netflix has announced for the Squid Game universe. We're getting Squid Game.
Which that is too much.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But we're getting Squid Game 3, season 3 in summer 2025, maybe. Squid Game USA in fall of 2026. Squid Game World in 2028. Squid Game 1987 in the winter of 2026, and Squid Game 28th. Or 2.8 or 28th, I guess that's what it is, in spring of 2027. So they're banking hard into the Squid Game thing right now. I think they're trying to treat it as if it's their new Stranger Things show.
Yeah, which when the first Squid Game came out, we were all on record saying we don't need a second Squid Game. This was a perfect story from beginning to end, even though it ended on the whole him turning back from his plane to go back. We don't need it. We don't need it. And then we got it. And I, for one, was not disappointed. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Nick seems to be in the same camp. I would like to hear what these 2 other guys have to say after they get a chance to watch it. I don't know if Dion's watched it yet.
I watched it as it dropped live. I loved it.
When he first goes back.
Okay, so I think it's good. I'm looking forward to getting season 3 to see how the story ends, and then I'm done. I don't need. It's like anything else that we get. We don't need anything else. They're gonna give it to us. And I'll probably end up watching it because I'm curious, but it'll be just like when they gave us more Star Wars content. And we started watching it. We went in with an open mind, found out most of it was trash. Then they gave us The Mandalorian. We're like, hey, we got something good. And then they went and, fucking donkey punched us in the back of the head. And we were like, shit. They gave us the Hucklebuck. They lured us back in, and then they screwed us. That's probably
I'm gonna use that term for this year. When somebody screws us over or screws up a show, I'm gonna say donkey punch now. I like that. We need to bring back donkey punch.
We do. We should watch the movie. Have you heard about it, Nick?
That is a weird movie. That is such a weird movie.
Yeah, folks, if you don't know, Donkey Punch is about a guy who donkey punches a girl and she dies. And they have to...
Yeah, they're on a spring break. Donkey punch is, go look that up on Urban Dictionary because that's a bit of an older term. It's older slang. You might not know what a donkey punch is. You need to, go look that up first and then go see about donkey punch movie to understand why she dies.
Yeah, because definitely the youths don't know what donkey punch is.
Do the youths even know what a donkey is?
Maybe.
Probably not. But yeah, no, I watched the new season recently. I just got another thing last night. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I like the fact that he tried helping everybody with the first game, and then that didn't go well.
No, it still goes slightly sideways because people don't believe him at first until bodies start hitting the floor. Then they start to listen to him, and then he tells them all about what's going to happen. He's like, "This is what's coming in the second game," and then the doors open. It ain't the same.
But no,
that's when they zoom in on him, and that's the look on his face where he's like, got his eyes wide and he's freaking out because he's like, "Oh shit, they changed it." It's not the same thing every time.
Well, one thing I do love is the dream sequence he had about the second game.
Yes. Spoiler. If you don't want to hear this, tune out. But this is just for comedic relief. He goes and he tells everybody, "Hey, the next one is where you got to cut the little cookie thing out. Take the triangle. Don't take anything other than the triangle." And then he has a dream where everybody's lined up in the triangle line, and then he goes. And if you've seen the meme where he opens up, and it's like 1,000 triangles all cut into the little cookie thing, and then that's hilarious. I was like, he's got to be having a dream, or they're just fucking with him. And then he wakes up, and it's like, yeah, okay, it was just
Because I saw that, I was like, oh, dude, you fucked up, and then like he wakes up, and I'm just like, that's hilarious.
Which it's believable because the front man knows who he is. So
he
does.
does.
Hey, this guy knows what's coming. Let's fuck with him, and it turns out to be a dream.
Yeah. No, it's the games. I don't know if it's just me, but the games seem way more violent than they were last time.
I will tell you
way more killing.
Yeah, I'll tell you that the song that plays in game number 4, the children singing "Ring a Ring a Ring." I was doing I think it was New Year's Eve when the people were getting ready to come over and the house was all set up and the wife's going around taking pictures, everything. I was playing that on my phone, doing the going around the house. I was doing the Thanos fucking bang 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 thing because apparently that's what he would do when his K-pop band. So I'm just sitting there walking around the house playing that fucking merry-go-round song, just doing the bang bang bang.
Okay,
needless to say,
this fucking show.
Needless to say, the wife was not impressed, but I was having a good time because I was also half crocked at that point. Because
there you go,
everybody's coming.
There you go.
I was like, people are coming over at noon. I'm gonna start drinking at 9. So there's just these little Korean children singing a merry-go-round song, and I'm just fucking walking around the house doing this.
I like it. I feel like celebrating too on a Thursday night at 10 o'clock.
There you
go. Let's see. We had a message from our friend Xavier DeGod who asks us to rate these Mario characters from least to favorite. Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Yoshi, Toad, Donkey Kong, and Bowser.
Jeez, that's a lot to rate.
That is a lot.
Well, I'll do it. Least favorite is Toad. Then Wario. Toad, Waluigi, Wario, Bowser, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Mario is my favorite.
So we're talking about these in terms of just Mario games, right?
Just characters.
Just characters. Yes, yeah. Yoshi,
I forgot Yoshi.
Mario, then Toad, Luigi, Waluigi, Wario, Bowser, and Donkey Kong.
Oh, wow.
All right, so I'm going to put Toad at the bottom, even though Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker was fun. Then Donkey Kong, because he's only in the early Mario games. He's not in any of the other ones that I can think of other than Mario Kart, so I'm thinking of just like the Mario games. Then I'm going to go with Wario. Then Yoshi, because Yoshi comes in handy, but he also gets in the fucking way a lot.
But that's why you can kill him.
I know. But Yoshi's Woolly World is kind of fun, too. Then I'm going to go with Waluigi, only because he's my favorite character to use in Mario Tennis 64. And then I'm going to go with Mario, and I'm one of those people that likes Luigi better than Mario, and I'm going to take Luigi.
Let's see. I'm going to go Bowser, Yoshi, Toad, Wario, Waluigi, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Mario. There we go.
And what about Mario? I'm sorry. I hate that movie. I'm sorry.
By the way, I do get what is it? I do get there's some company who's done a crazy box set for the Mario movie. It's like 4K
it's $100.
and it's $100. I'm just like, who asked for this and who wants this? And apparently it's got like deleted scenes and alternate ending and all the other crap as well.
It's got an alternate cut of the movie.
Yeah, like who wanted this? This movie already sucks.
Me now, because look, the Mario Brothers movie was. Wait, are you talking about the original Mario Brothers movie or the new one? Oh, the original. No, okay, that's not me. I want it re-released to be able to buy it again, but I don't need the alternate cut of the movie or anything. Now, if there was an alternate cut of the new Mario movie, that movie was fantastic. I'd love to see another cut of that movie just because I want to experience that movie again. That movie is great.
I loved it. Second favorite video game adaptation of all time.
Yeah, it's the first movie the kid ever actually sat down and watched from beginning to end, and afterwards he just pointed at the screen and goes, more. So we had to start watching it again. I fell asleep, but he stayed awake and watched it again. Kid's actually kind of cool. Sometimes.
Darian217 says, check out the link I sent you via DM on X. Oh, I did. RNA recovered from Tasmanian tiger, a first for extinct animal. Findings suggest that museum specimens may have much more to teach biologists than previously believed. So it looks like we're getting closer and closer to Jurassic Park. We've gotten closer to Star Wars. And we're basically like on the precipice of Terminator and Volcano. What other movie, sci-fi or not, do you think we're about to enter the world of? Because we've lived through 28 days later.
I don't know, First Contact or Contact in Star Trek, I guess.
I think
Warhammer.
Warhammer?
Space travel, baby, is the future.
It is.
Travel in space has led many a fool in some trouble.
That's true. I mean, the international space station, the International Space Station's coming down. I think 2030, and they're gonna put a new one up. That's gonna be like 10 times better.
With like better carpeting.
Damn.
Well, yeah, sure. Well, yeah, I'll say that.
Now with more oxygen.
With more oxygen.
We'll finally let the guy from Armageddon back on Earth after like 40 years.
Oh, the Russian guy?
Look.
Yeah,
as long as you can get here, we're going to promise that we'll keep you alive at least 3 years. That's more than what we used to be able to promise. We used to not be able to promise 30 days. Now, ISS has got your ass. Hopefully, I will say, if you ever find yourself bored, Jeff, late in the evening, and you just want to put something on the YouTubes, just to let go, pull up the live video of the International Space Station flying across the planet.
Is it cool?
Oh, nice.
It's actually really cool. It's
Very
very cool. They've got really calm, classical music playing in the background. It's very nice. It's got a little map in the corner that shows you about where it's at in the arc of trajectory. So, like, if you have enough time, you could try to line it up to see where it will fly over, like your area of the country. It's really cool.
So this is ISS going around the globe, or like over the flat Earth? Like, what are we talking about?
What about the ice wall? Does it like warp on? Is it like Mario Brothers, where you go on this side of the screen and come out of that side of the screen?
It's like Pong, when it just goes from one end of the ice wall to the other.
So what happens is, so I've watched it on loop a few times because, like, when the kids were testing, they liked having that on the screen to like watch and listen to the music. What it does is you get really nice satellite pictures, and then it zooms out as it goes up in elevation to flying over it. And then the screen goes dark for a long time while it's getting around the bottom of the Earth that you can't see because, flat. And then it comes back over the ice wall. Yeah, right here.
Dion, join us. We got to do it for 20. There you go.
Yeah. Your flat Earth salute. So
you want that on a T-shirt next month? Just that arm?
Just always going like this. Yeah. But no, it's fun. It's something that, like, if you want to have something on in the background, but you don't want to pay attention to it, you just want to hear some like relaxing music while you're working or something, go on YouTube and find the official ISS, live camera shit.
I will. I'm gonna probably put that on when I go to bed tonight. I'm tired of watching Boy Meets World, Dion.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh!
Do you think
I actually watched about a season of that when I came home?
Did you?
Yeah. Did you? Topanga.
You always gotta take up for Hillary. That's your damn problem. You always gotta take up for.
No, man, I'm sitting here.
You're part of the problem because she gets riled up. You enjoy it too.
Monday.
You be quiet, but also you're like, yeah, I want to watch that movie. You're part of the problem.
Last Monday, when I was up,
Jeff, you are Dion's friend first. What the fuck?
I am. Man, I'm not going to deny that. But I did watch that show 30 years ago. So I'm sitting there at Hillary's working, watching the show. I'm like, man, I haven't watched Boy Meets World like this ever. And I'm just sitting there, maybe having a drink or something, and then just watching Boy Meets World for like 8 hours straight. And then I ordered food.
Nice.
So it was a good Monday. Also, Darian217 says, Kendo, what are your thoughts on bringing back the tiger or other museum animals that you've seen?
So, my thought on bringing back the extinct animals runs one of two things. Did they die off naturally, or did we fucking kill them off? If they died out naturally, don't bring them back because they died out for a reason. The climate changed from ice age to what we know now. Something happened in their environment that did not allow them to keep going. Survival of the fittest, natural selection, all that good shit. If it's something that humans and our glorious nature, like the dodo bird or passenger pigeon or things like that we fucking killed into an extinction, that would probably still be alive today had we not been ourselves, I am okay with bringing those back because I feel like they could still have a place in the planet because they did up until we were there. So I'm good with that. So like if you want to bring back things that we've driven extinct, yeah, that's fine. Just don't do it again. And if it's something like the saber-toothed cat that died out because the ice age ended, leave it where it belongs in history.
Speaking of belonging, Darian217 would like to know where the moose belongs on this channel.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
R.I.P.
Moose burgers for everybody.
Yeah! I want extra sharp cheese on mine. Cuts out on the gaminess. Ditto73, thank you for both of your messages. Ditto says first, what is that horse clip from? I've seen you use it before, but I always forget to ask the question. It comes from a makeup test. I found it like 6 or 7 years ago, and I was like, I'm going to troll Dion. Hey, Dion, did you notice not once when we were hanging out did I do the Buffalo Jeff voice or talk about horses or anything? We just hung out. Like it was normal.
Did notice. Yes, I did notice that. Yeah. I did.
He was on DEFCON 1 expecting that shit to happen. And
he was on DEFCON 1 like the first day and a half, and then he's like, all right, it's not happening. I'm good. I can relax.
I was so chill on that trip. Nothing bad happened.
See, where you fucked up is he was at DEFCON 1. You lulled him into contentment, so he started bringing down the readiness level. That's when you should have hit him with it because then
you should have done it right before you left, like right before you left.
Yeah. You got him into a sense of he ain't gonna hit me with the horses. He's not gonna do the Buffalo Jeff. And then right there at the end of it, the last night you guys are hanging out, you're like, "Hello, Dion." And he's like, shit."
Dude, we had too much fun watching movies. We got through the Indiana Jones trilogy. We got through Die Hard 3. We got through tons and tons of movies. That's all we did. We just watched movies and took California shots. So it was great.
That's right.
Nice.
We was just chilling and baking, baby.
Yeah, you guys were.
I know.
You guys were doing the yeoman's work of saluting California before it caught on fire. Good for you.
there was a lot of fire though.
Hey, we were truly getting those California smokes. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't caused no fire. We was too.
Hey, in a couple of days I'll be getting some of that California smoke too when it blows over those mountains in that desert.
Hey, we got some. Was it last summer? Was it or the summer before? We got some of that too.
Might have been last summer because we got some of it last summer too because there was a few days where we got notices. Clark County advises no outdoor activities. I'm like, well, it looks like we're canceling football practice today, guys. Have fun.
Ditto73 also says, I got the G.I. Joe Compendium last week, and it is awesome. With all the Larry Hama artwork, that is awesome.
That's great.
I picked up the He-Man Compendium years ago at the recommendation of a listener. And then in terms of collected editions, I haven't picked up many books lately. My Christmas present's still on back order. I got the DC Style Guide, which is just what it is. It's a style guide. They would send out the licensors. Oh, you want to make a Batman pair of underoos? You have to put any of these pictures on it. So I just wanted to study the artwork. But I do like G.I. Joe comics. I believe my buddy Aaron Sparrow's a big G.I. Joe comic guy. We'll have him on the show soon, and you guys can talk about G.I. Joe comics, ditto, if you'd like. I like the early stuff, just like I like the early Transformers comics. They're not as cheesy as the cartoons. But then again, I'm also of the era after those shows, so I don't have the fondness for He-Man, Transformers, and G.I. Joe, but I have the respect. Xavier DeGott says, Kendo, did you know there's a Mario baseball game?
I was not aware of that. I would like to find it now.
It's on
what
the
system
GameCube.
is it on?
I think it's on. Is it Super Strikers or that's soccer? Hold on.
That's the
Mario
soccer
baseball?
one.
Oh, Mario Superstar Baseball.
Well, hopefully they put it on the Switch as a port. That'd be great.
As of June 2024, somebody posted to Reddit, will it ever become available? So,
hopefully. I know on Switch they've been adding more shit lately, but they haven't ported anything past 64 on there, so the GameCube does not show up on there yet. I would like to think that Switch 2, whenever that comes out, will have that on there. I know I saw a thing the other day. It's like, plans on revamping the Zelda games, Twilight Princess to get a new, remake. It's like they already did that. We got Twilight Princess HD on Wii U. I have it. It's great. But
I got it on Dolphin. That's the emulator. It looks really good. It takes the GameCube version and upscales it, and not going to get myself in trouble, but I really enjoy that way of playing Nintendo games.
Hey Jeff, did you ever build that computer or that machine you wanted for all the emulators? Did you ever get into that?
I decided to go a different route, Nick, because I found something much better for a much more affordable price. Did you know that the modern Xboxes have a thing called developer mode where you can actually go in and run homebrew software? Completely legal. You don't have to hack it. You just turn it on a different mode. What you do is you register it, and then you log in on your web browser, and then over Wi-Fi you're able to upload your files and do all this work. The Xbox Series S that runs like $300 can run everything through Xbox 360 in high resolution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy myself an Xbox Series S, and I'm going to do the work, and I'm going to put every game ever on an Xbox Series S. That's what I want for my ultimate emulation machine. And I'm going to get a little sticker for it that makes it look like a retro console, and then I'm done. I'll have everything in high resolution.
You want to know what an easier way to do that is? The way that I'm probably going to do this and get all that stuff? Hey, Nick. What do you need for all this stuff? Send me a list of what you need and how much it's going to cost. I'll send you the money.
That's exactly what I was going to ask Nick to get me. How am I going to get the ROMs? I'm going to buy the machine. Hey, Nick, can you hook me up with... I'm going to send you a 10 terabyte hard drive. Can you just give me everything ever?
It's good. Yeah. It's good to know that my H-1B visa is good for something.
Yeah, dude. On no joke. On my Amazon, I have to get
brown ass in this country. Never get twisted. We ain't never letting you go, dog. Don't get it twisted.
On my Amazon, one of my saved addresses was Nick's old address, where I would buy shit and send it to Nick.
Dude,
like I would buy portable hard drives and just send them to Nick. It was like, hey, fill this bitch up with all these movies and games, or movies and TV shows on it. I don't have his new address yet. Well, I mean, I do if I would have wrote down the address on the box that he sent me. Which, by the way, Nick, that was a nice present, Batman Lego thing. I really,
you're welcome.
It was in the box. There was a key. I'm like, what the fuck did we order now? I opened it up. Yep, that's the one. And there's a little brown box, and I'm looking at it. It's from Nick. And I'm like, oh, Nick got me a Christmas present. I should probably send him one of the 3 that I have him. That I have not sent him for a couple years. Now I feel like a douche for not sending him.
No. What'll happen is I'll come by and fix your Wi-Fi in 3 hours. Spend the next day and a half like just drinking and like eating wings and watching movies and shit.
Which is also something I've told the wife. I'm like, Nick's going to show up at some point. She goes, when? I'm like, whenever I buy the Google thing that he told me to get. And
no. There's
him.
Yeah, there's actually something else that I need you to buy because the Google one I sent you won't do VPNs. There's another one that I'll send you later on whenever you need it, and it'll do the VPN stuff you need. So
perfect.
It'll be a lot easier.
I'm like, look, we can get a VPN on it. Nick's gonna come out. We'll be able to switch the VPN to wherever little fucking hamlet you want out in Southeast Asia, and you can watch all the Filipino Netflix you want. She's like, oh, I don't want to watch that. I want it American. Stop singing the song. We're gonna get a copyright strike. Yeah, he says that. Okay. Anyway, so she's okay with it, but she also doesn't want to watch the Netflix from there for some reason. I'm like, that's a stupid idea. That's why I'm dragging his ass out here to do that stuff. Plus, he's getting free housing in Vegas, so he's happy about that.
We need to make sure that we all get together this year because it has been since Loudy's wedding in 2021 that we've all been in the same room, and that's just not acceptable.
Oh, fuck.
That's true. But like I told you, as of now, I'm still on schedule to pretty much be back in the Midwest for almost all of June and July. So if that happens, I will gladly gallivant over to Ohio or Indiana or Michigan or Tennessee. Or
we should just all go Georgia. Somewhere and do something.
Listen, we do have
Gatlinburg, Stabbing Cabin.
We got.
Let's do it.
We're gonna figure it out.
Oh God! I mean, figure out the time in June or July, and I'll get the numbers going for a cabin.
Dion, leave the family at home and just come down for this cabin event.
I'm leaving mine at home too. It's not even.
It's just gonna be a big party, dude. It's not gonna be anything but a party.
It's gonna be like 4 or 5 days in the Stabbing Cabin, just hanging out, not even making maybe even making content.
We'll
But, like,
make a
at
video
first it
as
won't
we're
be.
starting to slide down the pole
Yeah.
of sobriety.
It'll be like, look, we're just hanging out for right now. But then it'll turn into, this is kind of funny. Maybe we should record us watching this movie and fucking making fun of it. Then it'll turn into, hey, why don't we record us just throwing shit off this fucking balcony here?
Yes, and we need to put stuff in the microwave like we did my copy of The Last Jedi.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't believe. I can't believe you've never microwaved a CD before to watch it like immediately.
I'm sorry, I've never microwaved a CD before. Dion, have you microwaved a CD?
I have not.
Yeah,
You don't do that in the north of the Midwest. No, you southern Midwesterners did wild shit.
It only lasts like a second or so, but it's a hell of a light show.
It is. I want to listen to Sandstorm while we do it next. And now we're done.
Yeah, we'll record it. Somebody's got to get on the
I forgot
light,
about that.
flash the light up and down really quick so the light's just like, yeah, we'll make it look like a shitty rave. It'll be great.
Now I got a question. Do we want to have a good time, or do we want to invite Channel Dad Brian Lape? Like, should we bring him along?
We haven't seen that. We have a good.
We gotta
I mean,
bring.
you know, we'll just have him bring
dude.
pictures of his.
Yeah, homebrew.
He's from that part. He lives there now. He's in Eastern Tennessee. All we gotta do is be like, look, we're getting a stabbing cabin. It costs you nothing. All you have to do is just come here, bring some of your beer. Bring some of your beer. We'll record video beer reviews with you like we have in the past. We'll do that. I'll bring some stuff from out here in Vegas that he can try. It'll be great.
I'll bring Ryan, guys.
Hey, I'll still watch one of his beer review videos every once in a while. So
it'll be great.
I'll do it, man. I'm down.
All right, 2025 stabbing cabin.
We'll get Lape on it. Yeah.
If somebody dies, it was Lape. He did it. In the library with a wrench.
Yeah. And it would be of natural causes because he's so fucking old.
Natural. Yes. A cleaver. Never mind. Laughing Stock Media, thank you very much. I'm not going to talk about our plans for the summer. I don't want to incriminate myself. Congrats on 200,000. Laughing Stock Media, thank you very much. It was at the end of last year when we actually hit the number, and I was so excited. I was like,
dude,
oh my God, finally!
Yeah, it happened, because, you messaged us, and I was like, holy shit, it happened.
Yeah, I was buying some stuff, and I saw a message from my email. I was like, World Class Bullshitters, congratulations. I'm like, oh, this is a scam. And then it said, congratulations on 200,000. And I'm in line at the store, and I go, yeah, like this. I throw up my arm like in Rocky, was it 5 when he's on the street? And people are looking at me. They're like, we'll be with you in a minute, sir. I'm like, no, I just had a great thing happen to me. Take your time. So, Saturday night's main event was a good day.
But things are good.
Yeah,
dude, what was it? I was with my nieces and nephews, around Christmas and stuff, and I told them they asked me what I did and everything. I said, I'm on YouTube and I channel does 200,000, and they were like incredibly impressed with that. I was just like, and they're like, oh my God, I know a celebrity. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. It's like, cool, man.
We don't think of ourselves that way.
Yeah, this is a weird thing because they're like, oh my kid, can I take a picture with you? I'm like, yeah, you can tag us too if you want to. It's fine. Like. It was just so strange. I was just like, okay. Like I didn't think twice about it. It's like whatever. It's just something like it's just been like we've been doing for so long. We're friends. It's like 200,000. Cool. We're there. Awesome. Whatever.
Okay. Now to celebrate for 200,000, do we go to the Skinwalker Ranch or to the Bunny Ranch?
Both.
Yeah, I say both. Like we go to Skinwalker Ranch to get the bejesus scared out of us. And then we go to the Bunny Ranch, and we don't ever talk about it.
I ain't messing with all that. It might be real. It might be some upset young brother running around in his other regions. I ain't messing with it. We just go straight to the Bunny Ranch and we leave it at that.
Yeah, they got white women there.
Right. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
But Laughing Stock Media also says, I love the channel. Laughing Stock Media, thank you. Been watching since Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh my
I can't
God.
believe it's been 9 years since that movie came out. Jeez.
Oh shit! I finally watched Frozen Empire.
How was it? Forgettable?
No, actually, I liked it. Once again, I went in with zero expectations. I was like, it's gonna be kind of shit. I just kind of like put it on to watch and see how it was. I was like, this is pretty good. I mean, it lingered a little bit. It was a little too long for me, and the ending was not as like epic as it should have been. But it was pretty fun. It was almost a little too much nostalgia they kept putting into it, especially with the music and stuff. It was kind of weird. But
yeah, I didn't play the Ghostbusters theme until the very end.
Yeah, it was strange, but like the music they had, like in between scenes and things like that, was the same stuff as they used in the original movies. But the stuff with Winston, where he had his own facility, his own people, and his own we're making the continuing unit bigger. I was just like, oh, this is cool. He's got his own thing, and he's trying to make it, his own stuff and everything. It was good. I did enjoy it. It was fun. It was very, very much fun. Once again, I could nitpick on a few aspects here and there, but overall, I liked it.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah, him being like the fire master. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Better than the gatekeeper, the keymaster.
That's true.
That
which
title.
I mean,
like the Broid master. Am I right?
That's true.
Whoa,
that's
what
true.
you gonna do, brother? Oh,
No,
sorry.
he's
We'll
eating high
talk about him in a little bit.
protein, low sugar.
He had a bad week.
Folks, we're gonna talk about that and have some fun.
Trust me. I think I saw his advertisement for coming to Atlanta for a comic for a stand-up thing, and I wrote in the bottom, it's like, don't forget your fucking chicken and rice and broccoli, so you can eat while you work out or whatever.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always make fun of him. Like I offered Kendo. I was like, Kendo, we could troll Kubal Nabjabi and just go to every single one of his shows and sit in front and just give him shit the whole time. He won't say anything to us.
He'll say something to me. He won't say anything to you. That's the difference. He will have me arrested. He will not bother you. You'll just have to carry the bail money because
that's fine. I'll do it. I got no problem with it.
Every show is going to end abruptly.
But I think it would be funny just to because apparently what is it?
From jail.
What is it? The movie the movie he was in gave him PTSD or something. He had to talk to his therapist or whatever.
His movies give me PTSD too because I can't believe that guy's famous.
Yeah, I know. It's it's weird. It's so strange.
Also, Laughing Stock Media says, here's to many more. Yes, there will be many more. Things are picking up quicker now. It's great. Also, Walker said, I have Mortal Kombat. Well, that is why I got the background set up for you. You love that button? I love that button. Everybody loves that button. And great news, folks. Here's that button right now.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I had...
Oh, sorry. I love that movie. I like Walker, Texas Ranger. And Dion, the other night, I may or may have not busted open my Hercules figure and put on an episode of Hercules Legendary Journeys.
Nice.
Okay, it was more like the movie itself. I watched that instead. Yeah.
They made a movie with that?
I'll buy that for $1.
It's just the episodes packaged as a movie. So you can go on Amazon and watch them all, or you can watch them packaged as the movie because it has a different intro. So,
Gotcha.
You know what I want us to do? I want us to create a segment on the channel where we just watch 90s syndicated action shows and we review them. Like Sequest, Hercules, Xena.
Well, I do have Sequest in Blu-ray. We do have that.
Yes. And the 90s action TV movies.
Oh, dude, we honestly, if you can find them, I will commit. We'll do as many 90s TV movies as we can. Sci-fi, action, horror.
Give me a spreadsheet or list going. I'll start looking for them. I'll start acquiring them so we can have them.
Yes, I actually have fun watching that shit. I hate superhero content these days, but man, I love watching
I can't
that.
like superhero, Star Wars stuff. I cannot do it anymore. I just can't.
You know what's great about Star Wars though? I'm glad you brought that up. That new show is breaking records for being the least watched show.
Wait, even under Acolyte?
Let's see. Where did the image go that I posted to social media? Fuck, because it says that the whatchamacallit, the Skeleton
Crew, yeah.
Skeleton Crew has worse ratings than on Disney Plus, lower than The Acolyte. This was published 18 hours ago.
God.
The Nielsen ratings for the first 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew are in, revealing that they are worse than The Acolyte, worse than Andor, and seemingly the worst Star Wars ratings on Disney Plus.
I'm saying that personally on behalf of Dion and his kid.
I know, D2 is such a good actor.
Damn.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I don't know how they're going to keep that train going, especially when they want to do 3 new movies and make the Mandalorian movie and all this other stuff. Nobody's watching anything, and I don't even know if people are signing up for their service anymore. Either.
Well,
so.
Disney Plus is growing.
They brought back the bundle too.
Yeah, that's kicking ass. Their bundles, they have
Hillary's thinking about getting it.
We have it for the channel here at the house, so that's kind of just why I have all the streaming services, because it's a business expense.
Yeah.
But
I have it because I have a child that likes
Hulu
Bluey,
stuff, so.
and I don't want to pay as much for ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I just got Netflix for a month, and like I was surprised at how little Netflix has right now. It's really weird. Like it has like almost nothing. It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's all original
crazy.
stuff. That transition's starting to come where they want to have Netflix exclusive content, and they want to essentially be its own entertainment channel. So,
but even even then with that, like there's not like a lot of. I mean, what the Netflix stuff is like what 1 in 10 that's good. That's the problem is like, you know.
Well, in this household, we watch a lot of Netflix action movies, and we like them all. By we,
did you watch Carry On?
I did watch that. I did watch that.
That was good.
Yeah, I was gonna say Carry On. I watched the second half of Carry On because somebody else who will not be named was watching it while we were doing a podcast a couple weeks ago, and show ended. I went downstairs. She wanted to finish Carry On. I watched the second half of that. I'm like, is that Jason Bateman? That is fucking Jason Bateman. I like Jason Bateman. I'll watch this.
Go back and rewatch the beginning because there's really good tension to the first
There really
half.
is. It's very nuts. It reminds me very much of like a 90s action movie. It did a good job with that.
I think it's like a better remake of Die Hard 2. Like, if it had John McClane, it would be the best movie ever made. But, like, the supporting cast and the action and the story is really good.
That guy's girlfriend is fucking hot.
Oh, my God. I spent my Christmas night watching that movie, and I was like, I wish I had her as a present. But no, that movie was really, really fun.
I was surprised. Carry On turned out to be pretty good. But, yeah, we watch a lot of Netflix original action movies. We, as in one person in this house, watches it and enjoys them. We also, as in one person in this house, casually looks at them when they're not doing something or working or, dominating college football, leading Northwestern to a national title, because that's who I signed to play for, and just going, back to what I'm doing.
Nick, I've been searching. I found a list of 90s syndicated television shows, so I'm going to send that to you right now.
Awesome.
Clearly, we're not going to watch everything on this list.
Yeah, but I'll get what I can and try to find it and make a folder for it.
Here we go, Relic Hunter. We're gonna watch Relic Hunter.
Relic Hunter. Oh my God,
dude!
This also include like the Sci-Fi Channel movies as well.
We can. We should. Let's try to hit everything. Dude. Seriously, let's just fucking do it.
Because like early 2000s Sci-Fi Saturday night movies were like they were good. They were like
I was early to mid.
The 90s ones are balls to the wall.
They are balls to the wall, but like after 2001, like they banked on them so hard, and I think like it stopped after Sharknado. Like after Sharknado happened, then they stopped doing them.
Well, what happened was they essentially gave people that had good ideas the opportunity to make these movies. And my favorite to talk about is Skeleton Man, where it's glorious in that it's a fun movie to watch because of the terrible editing. Because one scene, the guy's racing at you in a black horse. They cut away to the people running from him. They cut back to the Skeleton Man, and now he's on a brown horse. And all the different things that go into that. And then they made things like Chupacabra, Terror on the Seas with Gimli. And it's just wonderful. And then they have Chupacabra versus the... I think that's the one. They have Chupacabra versus the Alamo with fucking...
oh my God.
And tips in it. And they made things like that was hit and miss. There were some that were like, these are kind of fun movies. The other ones that were like, these are terrible, but they're fun to watch. It was like the Room of sci-fi movies. Like, a lot.
Sign me up.
Then Sharknado came out, and they started to become a little self-aware. So they went through a period of like they gave everybody the opportunity to make these movies, and that's when you got some really fucking just ones that were bad that weren't fun to watch. Then Piranha came out. Then they became self-aware. Then you got Lavalantula, and then you got Two Lava.
I watched that last night.
Yes, Two Lava, Two Lantula, which was essentially a Police Academy fucking reunion movie. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, I watched that one too.
Yeah, and you got the Bigfoot movie with Danny Bonaducci and Barry Williams. That was actually a lot of fun to watch. And so then they actually poured some effort into getting big name stars of yesteryear, and by stars I mean stars, and put them into movies. And then they had a lot of fun. And then like 10 years ago, it all kind of went back downhill, and they stopped making their own movies again. And they just banked on the fact that, hey, we got this whole library of shit that we can play a new movie from January 1st at midnight until December 31st at, 12:59 p.m. and never have to like make anything new again, and we could watch, just show everything, and that's where they're at now. But there's some fucking diamonds out there, guys. We could. I have a list because I have a shitload of them either on DVD or burn DVD because that's what we used to do back in the old days, kids. And I'll start making a fucking list.
Yeah, because like those sci-fi movies were like.
I won't put any of the Sharknadoes on there because.
Well, no. There was like when Sharknado came out, they did like a whole bunch of shark ones. One of them was Ghost. One of them was Ghost Shark, and it was hilarious.
That one was fucking hilarious and fun.
Yeah, oh my god!
You
would be like
Kendo.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened with sci-fi is they went into franchise mode. So Sharknado came out. At the same time Shark Week was going on, and they would release them at the same time as Shark Week, and then they started doing, 3-headed shark, 4-headed shark. So they started making like mini franchises, but they were making them fast, and that bubble fucking popped because nobody was watching all that. So the thing that got sci-fi in trouble was the same thing that got the rest of Hollywood in trouble: franchises.
Yeah.
We all watched Sharknado and was like, this is fun. We enjoy this. Sci-Fi's like, hey, they like this. So then they came out with Jersey Shore Shark Attack to take advantage of the whole Jersey Shore thing going on. And everyone's like, holy shit, this was actually a lot of fucking fun. And it had Will Atherton in it. So, fucking Walter Peck was in that movie. And then that's when they came out with Sharknado 2. People still tuned in and watched it. It was an event thing. And then, to what Dion was saying, they became too fucking self-aware. And they went in the franchise route, and that's where it went downhill. But no, we won't do Sharknado movies. We'll do Jersey Shore Shark Attack because that is fucking great. They have a guy that is the ripoff of Pauly D from Jersey Shore. If anybody knows who that is, his name is Pauly Balzac, and he's the whole time going like this with his hair. He's fucking firing machine guns at sharks, going like this with his hair. It makes fun of two genres. It makes fun of the Jaws genre and the Jersey Shore thing all at the same time. It's beautiful. And they have Will Atherton. So
Will Atherton was free. He was like, hey man, you want to work 2 days and make $50,000? Yeah, sure, why not?
Will Atherton. Hey, you haven't made anything since Die Hard 2. We're gonna go ahead and give you what? We're gonna give you a shitload of money. You just got to show up and play our dickhead reporter like you did in Die Hard, which is pretty much what he does.
Oh man, no, those
Kenda, there's just one problem with that. That guy is so nice. I met him once. He is super fucking friendly.
Everything I've heard about Will Atherton is like the antithesis of the characters he's played in Ghostbusters and in fucking Die Hard.
Everything.
I walked up to him at a show and I said to him, hey, I don't know if this is a compliment, but you play a great asshole. And he's like, thank you. And he comes out from behind his table. He's like, hi, I'm Bill, and shakes my hand. And it's like at the end of the night, I don't want to put anybody on Front Street, but like, he was way nicer than Ernie Hudson, who was in the same room. But like this, Ernie Hudson was way more interested in making money. Bill Atherton was like, hey, I'm just going to be nice to everybody. So that guy, next time I go to a con and they're both there, William Atherton's getting my money. I'm sorry, Ernie Hudson, but you're okay. You're okay.
They're both getting my money because I like them both.
I love them both, too. Winston's a great Ghostbuster, excuse me. Yeah. I wanted to say something, though, to Jettison Guy. I started watching the Skeleton Crew. It was good enough to watch the first 3 episodes, and it's... Okay, put it like this. It would be interesting to watch as a movie, because it is kind of cutesy and fun, and the kid actors are not as annoying as Jar Jar Binks or Rey or Kylo Ren, but it also comes 10 years after The Force Awakens and 10 years of Disney Star Wars, and I just don't really like Star Wars much anymore. I can go back and watch the original ones, no problem, love them. But, like, I'm not going to be reading the EU much. I'm not going to go buy Star Wars, what's that fucking game? The new one from Ubisoft. I'm not buying that. Like, sorry. You guys have just put out bad content for a decade. I just don't care anymore. So that's kind of where I live with that show. But I am going to make one video about it when this finale is over, and we're going to talk about it all. So join us, I guess, next week for that one. Shit. I got to watch Star Wars. Oh, no.
Let's
We are on a show.
You go ahead and do the chivalrous thing that you've been doing this whole time, and you take that bullet for the rest of us. Thank you, Jeff. Right there, brother.
Anyway.
Right there.
For sure. I'll take the bullet, but you
Wrong!
You gotta be all dramatic about it.
Speaking of dramatic, we have a request. Wait.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Damn it, I didn't mean to press that one. Here we go.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
Freaky. You know what the best part is, though? We get the second part thanks to Darian217 as well.
A quick aside, if I may, and I will, to distract from that fucking content. Back to the guess what, motherfucker, Joe Exotic. Can you believe it's been 5 years since that shit's happened already? Where has the time gone? Also, there was a campaign to have him pardoned by the very bad Orange Man the last time around. Will their campaign 1 come up again, and will it be successful this time, Nick?
I'm sure they're going to campaign, but like we'll see what happens. Because I mean, like, if he gets pardoned, would that be? I mean, if he gets pardoned and released, do you think that'd be a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, if Fauci can get a pardon, why can't Joe Exotic?
Yeah, if you're a tiger, it might not be a good thing. But if you're a people like we are, I got no problem with Joe Exotic, running around free in this world. He ain't gonna hurt me. I'm not gonna work for him, so he's not gonna try to turn me gay. So I don't have to worry about that. So
that's good. That's really good.
I've got a very well-paying, stable job. I don't have to go work for Joe Exotic if he gets pardoned and freed. So I'm not too worried about that.
That was the I miss Joe Exotic. Not really. It was an interesting time to say the least.
Yeah, folks. 5 years ago, you were all there. You know what it was like. It was right now. We were still in the halcyon days. A couple months from now, shit goes sideways. It was already 5 years ago. We are closer to 2050 than we are to the year 2000.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is great because I have people, the Utes of America, trying to tell me what it was like in the year 2000. I'm like, you have no idea. I was there. Shut up.
They're the same distance away now, though.
No, they're not, because every day is one day closer to 2050.
No. Well, in the
He's got you there.
In the King's
And the Royal King. Anyway,
the Royal King.
As soon as it hit,
5 years away. Damn, you're so dramatic.
I know.
We're on a show. If we're not
trying to get people entertained. Dion, are you not entertained? God damn it!
I'm very entertained. I'm being the.
That was entertaining. By the way, can we get some some ones in the chat and pour one out for old Ray Gun? She has retired from the.
She has retired.
Damn, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. She was enjoying that spotlight too much. And she's just dealing with the internet right now. She's doing the same thing.
She has retired from breaking.
Won't fall as hard as our friend Frosk did.
She's breaking. She's retired from breaking. She's not going to do breaking anymore. She's probably also single-handedly the reason why breaking will not be in any more Olympics. And as for enjoying herself, I think that's an Icarus story where the girl just flew a little too close to the sun.
Listen, you talk about rabbit holes. And I would 100%
talk about
sit
Frost's
here
hole, I'm quitting.
with a chest full of air and say JFK and ballroom dancing wanting to get into the Olympics, they're on the same level, baby. They're neck and neck. That rabbit hole.
Did you say JFK?
Yeah, what does JFK have to do with ballroom? How can JFK get into the Olympics?
No, I'm saying that both rabbit holes are equally entertaining.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I thought you were talking about JFK at the
It makes sense.
I was like, they already have shooting events, Dion. They just don't have car driving events.
Yeah. And of course, the one dude who looks like he shot JFK won in this past Olympics.
That's fair.
That's true.
I'll give him
wrong.
that. That's fair.
Since you brought up foreskin, Frost,
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
And that's where I would like to, folks, in the chat, we've got a nice poll for you right now, impromptu. You know Dion, when Dion's affection for white women. 1 in the chat if Dion would with Frost. 2 if no. I better see some.
Why are you shooting shots at me? What? It ain't become about me.
When white women go wrong.
When women go wrong.
That's like a 90s Fox special.
G4's last anniversary, and the frosting came up, and the internet was actually shitting on
Dion,
the way that they did in the beginning.
I am trying to redeem. I'm
really,
trying
guys?
to redeem you
Really?
and see if the chat is
Really?
on your side. And right now they are not.
This asshole starts with a 1. And then we got
Who
other
could that
people.
be? Who could that be? I have no idea. Who would want to throw
I
his
know who
friend
my
under the
real
bus for
homies are.
comedic entertainment?
Xavier the God's going to double down. Wow. It be your own people.
Oh, shit, Nick!
It be your own people. It be your own people. Damn.
Hey, Dion, look at the official channel. It was a good New Year's, buddy.
Dion, at least you know we're gonna stab you in the front. Okay, that's important. That's the important thing, you know?
Hey, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. That's the
real
one
friend.
solace you could take. Like, I've got some really good friends I talk to every day, but I know they'll be the first ones to come right up to me and punch me right in the face. They won't
He's
backstab
your
me.
uncle, baby.
They will see. I will see it coming.
By the way, shout out to the chat. Jurassic Templar, that is an awesome screen name.
Jurassic
I just wanted to
Templar,
tell
that's
you that.
awesome.
That is an awesome name. There we go. So, it's about 50-50. And normally when you go against Dion and a white woman, you got a 50-50 chance at best. But this is Frost, and she's not normal, so we're going to leave it out of that.
No shit.
I love how one was Dion's safe word, lethal weapon.
Hey, did we watch Lethal Weapon?
Movie for the holidays, so you're not wrong at all.
Dion, did we watch that together?
We did not. No. I think we watched one.
I thought we watched one. I wasn't sober, but we watched one.
Yeah, I think it was because of hot. But I think we watched the other 3 after you left. But yeah, for sure, I'm positive we watched one.
We should watch The Lost Boys next time, just because it's.
Dude, taking Hillary to see that in the theaters was I love that. And that is one of my favorite
40th anniversary
80s
film this year.
Speaking of anniversary films, Goonies is going to be in theaters for 2 days, January 19th and 20th.
I will be there.
We're getting Goonies up here too.
Yeah. It's a Fathom event. By the way, Jeff, I do have our hotel rooms for Astoria. So.
Yes, folks, we're going to Astoria, Oregon. I'm going to eat my weight in Godfather's pizza, and Michael Jackson will not come over to use the bathroom, but his sister will, because he died like 15 years ago.
He's dead. He won't be
Hey,
there.
well, which sister? Be very careful which sister you ask for.
That's
That's true.
also
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
You
that's
don't want
Latoya.
you don't want Latoya. You don't want Latoya.
No.
I'll take Janet. She's got the money.
By the way, if you do go to the bathroom and Michael Jackson shows up, you got bigger problems than you think you realize at that point.
The ghost of Michael Jackson haunts the bathroom of the Astoria Domino's.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh
Full
my
form
God. But,
apparition, Jeff.
Yeah, I have us from I think it was that Thursday in June to that Monday. So we can always reduce the dates.
Do we have to?
No, I'm just saying those are the dates we have. But I mean, if we're doing other things or if we need to shorten the time, we can do that too. So.
The first thing I'm doing when I get off air is I'm buying Goonies tickets. I mean, I own the movie on videotape, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, but I gotta go see it in theaters. I was not alive for the Goonies, so it's such a good movie.
I'm gonna try to catch it as well in theaters because
10
I
days
know.
from now.
Yeah, I know. I watched during the pandemic. It was just wonderful to have a drink and watch the Goonies. Like, this is where I want to be right now. So
I may or may not listen to the Goonies theme song once a week as I'm driving in my Jeep, and I want to hit it. If I got a 4-wheel drive, trust your old brother, boys.
Astoria,
I actually
Oregon
got,
is a 17-hour drive from here. I'll fly.
I mean, you're always welcome.
Nick gets a phone call like, "Why is Kendo call me? Yo, I'm in Portland's airport. Come pick me up." And then I'll just hang up.
Just so you know, I think from Portland to Astoria is like an hour and a half like drive time. Just so you know.
Okay, so I'll give you some lead time. Yo, Nick, I'm in the Las Vegas airport. I'm getting ready to fly to your ass in Portland. Be there. And he'd be like, "That's like a 3.5 hour flight. Fuck it, let's go."
Folks, this is going to be a great year for us. Don't miss out on anything we do. I mean, anything. Yeah. It's like, oh my God, they're broadcasting from somewhere you want to watch.
Well, also, I did find, I do know that I think Animal House was filmed in Oregon, so we can go do that too.
I've been reading all these books on comedy movies, and Animal House was one of them. I just finished The Blues Brothers over vacation. Yeah. I got SNL under my. Actually, I quit the SNL book, like I told you guys. But I'm big time Animal House fan. We should listen to Shout and
Dude, no, I'm down. I think because I think I got an app called what is it? Set Jetters, and it tells you where like all the locations for all the stuff is for these movies.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll go take tons and tons of photos.
Yeah, and this being the 40th anniversary of Goonies, I think that the Astoria Film Society is trying to do like a whole big thing for it. So I'm on the website constantly getting updates, and we'll see what happens with that. So they still have a while to go.
Remember, this is also the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, and though I don't talk about it regularly, Back to the Future is still tied as my favorite movie. So we gotta at least do a special here on the channel.
With glitter.
With glitter, yes. Marty McFly and Mariah Carey are the two greatest characters in cinematic history. Forget John McClane, James Bond, Harold Ramis.
Like, I mean, she was a little cutie in that movie. Even if the cuties movie sucked.
What movie?
Glitter.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I know it's a joke, and I'm never gonna not give in to that joke. But
next year is the 25th anniversary of Glitter, so it's an anniversary movie.
All right,
That's true, and we'll celebrate by going to Twin Peaks up here in Michigan, and we'll find someone.
I got one 20 minutes for me, but Hey,
I
want you. Let's Clockwork Orange it up. Make me watch Glitter like Alex DeLarge.
I like you too much, and I don't want to risk scratching your corneas. Ian never.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, don't. I appreciate you guys. The love is real.
Yeah, don't.
Speaking of love, Lord of Opossums must love us because he just gifted 5 WCBS memberships. So, folks, if you pick up one of the WCBS memberships from Lord of Opossums, make sure you say thank you because WCBS, we're mighty. And we have a lot of great people that watch us, and you guys keep it awesome, so thank you. And Lord of the Possums, thank you again, just because. Xavier God says, I was referring to Mario Sluggers, which is coming to Switch.
Excellent.
Ditto73, thank you. Decoy, Snakehead Terror, Abominable Ice Spiders. I watched a lot of Sci-Fi Channel movies back in the day.
Dude, Decoys was wild. I remember watching that. That one was pretty wild. It was the one about the aliens the hot alien women at college in Michigan or something. That
of course, it's Michigan.
Damn right.
It was in some cold area where these hot Swedish blonde women. Well, all over the area, all over the college, trying to bang these dudes and impregnate them with some alien or something. It was fucking weird.
Yeah,
it's closer to their natural habitat.
Yeah. If Abominable is the movie I'm thinking of, it's essentially Alive with a Yeti.
I think that's what it was. Yeah,
American college kids crash on fucking what's God.
Yep, that's Decoys. That's Decoys. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. The Abominable is one where the American kids crash on what's the hell Everest, the Everest range, and the fucking Yeti comes and picks them off one by one. And the Yeti has super jumping powers, and he can jump from the edge of the screen right into the kid's face.
Yeah, I remember that.
Drag them off and eat them. It is amazing.
Yeah, even Ice Spiders was wild.
Yeah,
Ice Spiders is a hilarious movie.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my God, they have the Blu-ray of it.
Yep. That Yeti gets some fucking hang time too, and he jumps too. Michael Jordan, eat your heart out. That Yeti could dunk from the other side of the court.
Yeah, Ice Spiders looks terrible too. I'm in.
Yeah, they're well, once again, those movies were they were special. They were special.
They were. Ditto. I'm taking a screenshot of that to make sure we can because I want to do Sci-Fi Channel original movies, and I also want us to do some syndicated stuff, but we have to set it up where we have a structure, oh, they did this, we got a drink, or oh, they did that, make it, we'll figure it out off air, but I'm excited to do that.
Oh no, definitely.
Every time there's a bad edit, take a drink. Skeleton Man, we're drunk within 20 minutes.
That's fine with me. I like to party.
Oh God.
Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, thank you very much, says, congrats on your milestones, gents. You guys are the epitome of world class. Deep dives, laughs, insights, all rolled into one place. Keep on rolling, homies. Or keep it rolling, homies, sorry. We definitely will.
No problem. There are a bunch of top 10 list videos on our Patreon as well. If you guys ever subscribe to that, so.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be rolling out more stuff and pushing that. We want to get us to what do we want, like 500 patrons? That's our goal for this year. So we'll make it happen. But Lester, thank you very much for that. It's nice to hear what you guys enjoy about the channel. Not for the ego or anything like that, just to know what you guys want so we can make more of it. Because if we found out that you guys wanted like Swedish crochet videos, I'd learn Swedish, and Kendo would learn how to crochet, and there we go.
Yeah.
Heeringy smearingy. Use the hook.
Yardy, farty, fart, and churchy. We can do it. It'll be great.
Heeringy smearingy, yardy, farty. There we go.
Yeah, we'll get some lingonberry jam and, speak Svenska.
Can you get me a toe?
I mean, I can get you a toe. Fuck, I can get you anything. I didn't watch my buddies die face down in the mud, not to be able to get you whatever it is you were wanting.
Calm down, Walter.
That fucking bitch.
Well, here she is on screen for you, Kendo. So, guys, only Dion, because he has a wife, has seen Wicked, correct? Yes,
pretty much.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah,
my wife doesn't watch musicals, so we're good.
Well, Cynthia Erivo, the woman who is the star of Wicked, has expressed interest in portraying what superhero? Now, if you've read the article, don't say it, but if you haven't, guess.
I've not.
I have no idea, but she looks like something that should have been in a Living Color sketch with Venus de Milo. Or Vera de Milo.
Oh,
I caught the clip of Jim Carrey singing Informer today. That was great. Anyway, she's interested in portraying Storm in the MCU, which, obvious reasons. Now, some support her. They appreciate her talent, but others advocate for other, more traditional, better-looking actresses, and they give a big list. And they even want unknown actresses compared to that. Now, I'm more in line with the unknown actress. Unknown heroes usually are better. Christopher Reeve was a great choice for Superman because you kind of just go in thinking of the character as the character, not, oh man, it's The Rock playing Black Adam, or oh man, it's Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate. Those actors. Well, Pierce Brosnan's up here, The Rock is not, but Pierce Brosnan he shouldn't have died in that movie. Damn it, I would have watched that Dr. Fate movie. Anyway, long story short, do you think this chick should play Storm? I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't care at this point.
Yeah, that was my vote too. It's like I just don't care. If she wants to play Storm,
I'm not against.
More power to you.
Yeah, I'm not against it. She's famous. I mean, obviously she's a good enough actor. If that's the vibe you want to go for, I mean, it's kind of on the same level as having, any super famous person play an important character. I don't think that she would do a bad job. Obviously, seeing Wicked, that is kind of in the same realm as Storm. But other than that, my issue is, is she going to try to Edward Norton the whole thing? She at least with all the stuff that comes out of, how she conducts herself behind the scenes and the way that she's conducted herself on social media. My issue is, do you want to bring that headache to an X-Men movie? I mean, I'm leaning towards, that's a good amount of fame and eyes on X-Men, but at the same time, I don't know, if it's worth the headache, because you are going to have a headache.
I agree. You don't want to bring that kind of drama, because when you're building the X-Men, you are trying to build the next future of your whole brand, and you can't have stupid shit being spouted off by actors and turning people off, because this is the go time. You have the X-Men are our generation's big superheroes. Yes, Spider-Man and Batman are their own things, but the X-Men, they just permeated everything in the early 90s. And the Fox movies were big hits for the most part. We went and saw them in theaters. We were there, but now this is the Marvel's attempt at the MCU X-Men. So I'm with you that this has got to be done right. I don't think she looks the part. I'm sorry, but I know Storm. People are like, oh, Storm's black. Yeah, but Storm's actually not weird looking. She was created by Dave Cockrum. Storm was attractive.
But again, I think
John
that's my only issue with that is, she and that mindset. That's the internet thing. They're obviously going to make her look a type of way. That's the other part of the headache. She looks weird right now on purpose. So they're not going to have her looking like she's about to go fight Ripley in the pit in Aliens 3. That's not going to be in the movie. But that's part of the headache, right? Like she's gonna, obviously she has her, this I guess diva-esque mentality shit going on with Wicked, and how she talks to fans and all that. And then obviously it's part of her look because she's trying, that's her persona, right? She is trying to be futuristic Diana Ross or whatever the hell it is that she's trying to look for. So I don't worry so much about that because again, she ain't, she might be annoying and off-putting when she's trying to be special on the red carpet, but this is the MCU we're talking about here. Do I think that she would bite the bullet and look like that? I do. If there's anyone else that's going to look good with white hair, the chick from Wicked is near the top of the list on that. I just, my concern, like what you were saying, is someone getting on Twitter. She had a whole thing a couple of years ago where she had this thing against American black women. It was really weird. Do you want to have that shit come up?
What the fuck?
During the press junket for the first X-Men movie? You gotta sit and think about that stuff. So, but yeah, looks wise, I ain't worried about all that. That's all for Instagram and Twitter and to get people on the internet riled up. But movie wise,
if Jade Cargill could act, I'd be like, you look like Storm.
Yes,
sold.
Yes.
Sold.
Yes.
Give me Jane Cargill. I've been a fan, not necessarily of her wrestling. She's still pretty green, but she looks really good.
Yeah, and I'm with Dion on this. Yeah, as long as she can act and pull the part off and do a good job and not be a pain in the ass on set and to the cast and crew, it should be fun. And I feel like the MCU would definitely try to pull that off because she has a lot of fame now. They would definitely approach her about it if they were going to do a Storm character or a Storm movie. They would definitely approach her just so they can get the clout and the money and people to come watch.
Well, I just hope we don't get her because I don't know. I just have a different vision of Storm.
Which is fine. Yeah.
I don't necessarily know what I want out of an X-Men movie yet. I'm getting ready to deal with Captain America and Thunderbolts in the next couple of weeks, and then in July we got the Fantastic Four, which I have told this to Dion, but I mentioned it on the show the other day. But for those who didn't listen to the High Council, over Christmas break, I kind of developed a respect for the Fantastic Four, and I've been reading those books. So no longer do I hate the Fantastic Four. I just go, oh God, please don't ruin the movie. But
I used to watch the old cartoon on TV as a kid, and I fucking that's how I fell in love with the Fantastic Four. I really loved those cartoons, all those characters. And when the Roger Corman movie came out, I was like, oh, this is great, this is awesome. And then the one after that came out,
2005. Tim Story.
Yeah, 2005. Those were good. I enjoyed them. They were fine. And then they tried redoing it again, and that one was really tough to watch.
Dude, Fan Four Stick is one of 2 superhero movies I've ever turned off. The other being Elektra. That movie is just terrible. You were there with me. We were down in Florida. Loudy's Jailbroken Fire Stick. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that. Oh God, yeah. Elektra. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Disney and the whole Marvel thing is up in the air right now. They're really, trying. Even though they were one of the studio, even though Disney made the most money as a studio last year with a lot of the movies and things they did, they made a lot of money with that stuff. So they're still ahead by a long shot. So,
well, I'm trying to see what it has. We'll talk about this, since you're talking about Disney, I'll bring this up right now, but I want to give a quick shout out to Mutant Menace, who is his first time live watching. Thank you, Mutant Menace, for joining us. I think you got,
Welcome.
Alex Ross, the Incredible Hulk? I like your icon, though. I like Hulk. I just read the issue where the Hulk meets the Fantastic Four for the first time, and lo and behold, it's another communist bad guy that is the problem for the heroes. Kendo, I was thinking about you when I was reading the Fantastic Four, because the guy's called the Red Ghost. He's just a communist that gets hit by radiation, and he can become invisible. Like, that's it.
Well, Jeff, those commies are very sneaky. So
you know who he took to the moon with him? He took a bunch of apes, and then they got irradiation powers too. And it was. I I still laughed.
Oh,
Well, that makes
laughed.
sense. You know,
That's
and
funny
commies, they aren't as evolved as the rest of us are. So, makes sense.
Fly me to the moon. So, since you brought up the Disney stuff real quick, let's talk about this. A new deal will see the Walt Disney Company merge its multi-channel streaming service Hulu with Live TV and one of its biggest competitors, Fubo. Per The Hollywood Reporter, the company says the deal is expected to shake up the world of streaming. Disney will control 70% of the company, which will be publicly traded under the Fubo brand. Disney will also appoint a majority of the board of the new company. Fubo co-founder and CEO David Gandier says the Fubo management will run the new company. The deal is expected to take between 12 and 18 months to finalize. And here we have some numbers for context. YouTube Live TV has 8 million subscribers. Hulu Live TV has 4.6 million, and Fubo has 1.6 million. So Disney's now going to be competing directly against YouTube Live TV, 6.2 million to 8 million. I don't pay for either live streaming service, but I want to know, do you guys?
I've got YouTube TV.
I don't pay for it either.
No, I don't pay for any of them.
And now it grows for Disney, too, because Disney announced that it has surpassed a significant new milestone in global monthly streaming users, attributing its success to growth. Here's the part that makes me laugh. A growth slate of original content, which their original content kind of blows, but it's not for me.
Well, I think that the numbers are there skewed is because like they, Hulu and Disney are now one thing, so they're probably like being like original content is also Hulu content as well. So, that could be their caveat because they like whenever they try to show numbers or talk about numbers with the streaming stuff, they always like will skew them in some way for reports and articles like this and their board members, so they can be like, oh look, we're doing really good in this small sector in like Boise, Idaho. It's really awesome there. And then they'll get it'll look really good.
Yeah, we're the biggest podcast on Enright Avenue.
There you go.
People are like, what the hell's an Enright? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. But Disney, this bundle seems to be working for a lot of people, and they've been talking about it at CES, and they're talking about an investment in data-driven content production, which bounces back to what we were talking about a minute ago with Star Wars, one of their big IPs, and this data-driven content where we have the data that shows nobody's watching these shows. Would you guys be upset? And I mean seriously, I'm not trying to be funny and hyperbolic here. Would you honestly give a shit if they just said, we're going to take 10 years off of making Star Wars? Would you fucking care? I wouldn't.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't care. There's not enough in total of it being good for me to be upset if it was gone for a decade. It'd be a perfect cool-off period.
Yeah, I mean that'd be great, but it's not going to happen because they've announced 4 new shows and a new trilogy they want to do. So,
yeah, since we've been on air,
yeah,
I believe that. I 100% believe that. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like Dion said, they love the taste of shotgun in their mouth, and that's kind of how Disney's been operating. But they seem to be making money because year over year they're making more and more money and ahead by a lot. So they're doing something right.
Well, good for them. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, and I mean this is the bundle thing. I mean that's going to be everywhere now. Like we've basically gone back to cable, just with instead of being 100 channels, it's going to be like 16 channels. That's it.
Dude, that's what I was thinking the other day when you sent that link over about how they're merging and everything like that. I'm like, oh, so you have all the channels that you want in one place. Oh, where am I? Oh, cable and satellite. That's exactly what it is. So we went from all the whole, cable and satellite cost too much, we got to cut the cord, to now we're paying the same amount of price for cable and satellite that we were in the first place, but we don't have any cords or a satellite dish, but we have it all in streaming. So it's full circle. And goddamn Notre Dame's about to win.
But I mean, as we've seen, also like there's really no money in streaming because they have to keep upping the price in order to keep making the money, to keep making the content. Because they're not even making movies and shows; they're just making content now, because that's what it is to them. They're just all soulless cash grabs. They're nothing. Agree.
Well, I think there's a response from people. That's why data shows that people are watching retro content these days, because they want to watch stuff from not necessarily a simpler time, But also add to that, a time where people cared. Nowadays, like you said, Nick, everything is just to fill a slot on a streaming service. We got to make sure that we have 10,000 hours a month uploaded. It's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I would rather sit down and watch an episode of Married with Children that was well crafted and funny, and still funny after 35 years, than really sit down and go, I gotta watch the newest Marvel show because it's got Moon Knight and Squirrel Girl, and you're just like, all right, well, Moon Knight was actually, considered decent. Let's use She-Hulk and Squirrel Girl. There you go. But I do believe more is less. And I do find myself just watching old stuff, not because it's comforting, but because I find myself actually feeling something when I watch these shows. Dion, I know you're not the biggest Boy Meets World fan, but there were a couple moments I was watching the show, I was like, oh yeah, people actually try to act here. People try to write well here. Like, this actually resonates. I understand this. And so I find myself engaged and I watch it. Now, of course, there's garbage like Sean, who's just a dumb character, but that's a topic for another time. But overall, we had it much better in terms of, depth of shows. Hell, even syndicated shows like a Hercules, they had entertainment factors. Nowadays, you just kind of, watch a bunch of commercials, and the shows don't really have much value because everything's so expensive to make.
Yeah, I mean, as we always say that Netflix spends $20 billion a year on content. I think during the pandemic they spent almost $30 billion, but that's here nor there. I mean, hell, they just finished Stranger Things. I think a week before Christmas. It's done.
Are they
Netflix
45 yet?
Getting there.
God, and we're probably not getting. They're probably not getting the show until a year out. We're not getting it until November of next year.
Seriously?
Yeah. Because it's gonna take them that long to edit everything down, to get it to where it's gonna be good. And I'm sure they're rushing the editors and the edits and everything and trying to get it out because they are gonna do it in 2 parts. 100%, they're gonna do it in 2 parts.
I thought they were gonna try to get it out by the summertime again.
That's what the original thing I heard was March. I was like, there's no way they're doing it in March. There's no way they're gonna be able to get anything out in March. And it's been wild because I follow a lot of groups and know some friends who work in town who have worked on the show, and they're just like, it's a shit show. It's an incredible shit show. They spent they're over $100 million in budget, and when they first started shooting, they've had so many problems because of the strikes and COVID and stuff. It's just been hell. They've had to use AI to de-age the kids so they don't look, so they can take away their 5 o'clock shadows.
They're already euthanizing the kids.
They're euthanizing the kids, man. It's terrible. Hell, what is it? I think the company who does the tours for that town kept popping up casting calls for cars and stand-ins and all kinds of shit up until almost Christmas. So I mean, they were really cutting it close. But,
well, I think we're in a weird place right now, and I think where we thought we were going to be in terms of where the streaming was going to go with Netflix and stuff, and where we are is a different spot. I mean, we're definitely in this weird situation where we want things to be like the old stuff, where you can tell that there was effort behind it, and it was quantity over quality, and we wanted that. And then studios just took that as, well, if we just spend more money and make it higher quality and make a bunch of it, they're going to pay for it. And then that changed where we were with cable. And now it's everyone has to have a streaming site, and everyone has to have content. And even if you just have people with a lot of name recognition in it and it's movie quality and you spend a lot of money, but if you do it quickly, it's going to be good. They're just in a really weird place. Because as much as I want to watch old stuff, there's some new stuff that's good, right? I really liked Fallout. I really, I do like Stranger Things, even though it's weird watching its success be its biggest fucking kryptonite. It's very weird.
Oh,
right?
No, it is. Yeah.
It's that we want to make this show about kids, but we can't make it right away because of all this other shit. But then we're not going to update it, so we got to de-age them. It's just, and the Netflix is in quantity mode. They're just making shit. And it's high quality, but they're also trying to do boxing and WWE and all this shit now. So we're in a really weird place. And it's looking like cable. And it's the same thing has happened where you just had a bunch of shit, but it all wasn't very well made. Now it's it's a bunch of shit and they're spending $100 million, but you're getting stuff like Craven and The Bad Batch and Skeleton Crew. It's weird. It's weird, man. That you guys ain't wrong about that at all.
Well, It's so bad that the more money that you spend, the crappier show you get. I miss where it was like, people talk, oh, this must, it's expensive, it might be good, it's going to have this and that. And now you're like, oh, yeah, they had to reshoot it 5 times. It's like,
yeah.
What? Oh, okay, that's awesome, man. I'm so glad to hear that you didn't know what you were doing the first time out, or the first 4 times out, so... real quick, shout out to our friend, is it Diabolical on the screen, I believe? I can't read that, but thanking Darian, who sent the gift memberships. Lord of Opossums, thank you for both you guys. Keeping it awesome in the chat. Now, we keep talking about, money and stuff like that and streaming. Folks, tonight when we get to our wrestling segment towards the end of the show in a moment, we're going to talk about the Netflix debut of WWE. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it overhyped? Well, just wait about 10 minutes and we'll talk about that. But let's keep moving on tonight, guys. What do you have in terms of anticipation for this year? Because we're only in January, and there's a lot of movies that are going to drop this year. Is there anything off the top of your head that you go, man, I can't wait till X month and watch this movie?
I think Guy Ritchie's coming out with another spy movie in the next month or two, and I want to watch it. Yeah, in the gray. Yeah, so I mean, we've had 2 so far in the last 2 years. Gentleman, Ungentlemanly Warfare, and then we had what was the other one with Jason Statham?
Oh, the Operation Fortune.
Operation Fortune. Both. Both are really good and really fun. I hope this one's just as good. So I mean,
it's got Henry Cavill again.
Yeah, so he's been winning that. I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, in the gray. Yeah, so that should be fun. Oh yeah, he's got the girl from Ungentlemanly Warfare again. That's good.
Keep the same people; they're doing good.
Yeah, he's got like a Quentin Tarantino thing going on, which is great. He's got his own team. He knows the people he wants to work with all the time. So it's working out. But I think I'm getting a couple of horror movies that are going to come out that look fun. But I don't know. There's really not a lot that I'm anticipating this year, to be honest.
I mean, there's a lot of movies I'm gonna go watch. Like Novocaine looks interesting. The movie with what is that Mel Gibson one that he's directing? What's the title? I just saw it. Flight Risk looks interesting. Just because it's an action movie early in the year. I like those types of movies. Hell, even the one with Short Round I'm going to watch just because it's Short Round.
Oh, yeah. His action movie's coming out, too. Yeah, that's going to be great.
And I'll tell you what I won't watch. I know Dion's going to have to watch it. The Minecraft movie. Now, just for context, do you know who's directing that movie?
No. Who's directing it?
The man who directed Napoleon Dynamite.
What?
Really?
Jared Hess is directing that movie.
Oh my God! How did he pick the short straw in that?
Buddy, the same way Eli Roth got Borderlands.
Gun for hire, I guess.
Yeah. Or here's the thing though, Jared Hess has directed a couple big hits: Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, Gentlemen Broncos, Masterminds, Thelma the Unicorn. I haven't heard of most of these movies.
The hell is that?
I don't know, but long story short, I think that movie's going to be dog shit, and I ain't going to watch it, so sorry, Dion. That's one you have to do on your own.
I mean, I'll check it out. I ain't no pansy like you chumps. I went and saw
You have
Crow.
kids that like it. I don't.
What reason would we have to watch the Minecraft movie?
Hey, I'm Hillary's getting sent to that one. I ain't watching it.
Oh, okay, good.
Making her take it.
I would gladly watch the Minecraft movie over a Texas Notre Dame college football championship game any day of the week.
Don't joke. It won't be Texas.
I hate being in the position that I am right now. I either have to root for Texas, who I fucking hate, and Ohio State, who I don't hate, but I don't exactly like either. But keep the fucking Domers from winning because they wanked off the Echoes once again, and Penn State lost a 10-point lead.
Oh, we're also getting part 2 to Mission Impossible, which will be fun.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Looking forward to it. Yeah. That I want to watch.
I mean, I'm excited for July. It's Mission Impossible. Superman's going to be in July. I'm really excited for March, for the one you mentioned, obviously, and then That Michael B. Jordan horror movie, I think, is coming out in March. There's something else coming out.
You brought up the whole month of July. I gotta say, like, even though I'm not gonna go see the Smurfs, Jurassic Park, Superman, and the Fantastic Four all come out in that month. So
yeah, apparently we're getting a Final Destination Bloodlines movie.
Oh
yeah, that one's been in production hell for a while.
It has, but I mean, like, it just seems like something like we should watch because it's either gonna be an epic shit show or it's gonna be like really good.
It's gonna be an epic. It's another Final Destination.
Oh,
movie.
we are getting the Naked Gun with Liam Neeson's.
I was about that was why my face kind of contorted. I'm like, wait, did I just read Liam Neeson's in The Naked Gun with Pamela Anderson and Cody Rhodes? What?
Yeah,
that
one
could be enjoyable.
Yeah,
that has potential.
That has potential. We also have, I guess, The Conjuring Last Rites. They're making. It doesn't matter. Freakier Friday.
Yeah, Freakier Friday. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So.
How the hell do you make a Black Phone 2?
Black Phone 2.
How do you make a sequel to a lot of these movies that they somehow make sequels to?
Oh shit! We're getting Until Dawn, the movie.
Really?
Is Hayden Panettiere going to be in the movie?
No, she's not. Unless they really iron out the wrinkles.
Hey, Dion, your birth month is going to be filled with great films. You're going to get a brand new Predator film and the remake of The Running Man starring Glenn Powell.
Oh, I remember that.
I forgot that he's in that. Yeah,
we're also getting Nobody 2.
Like the Bob Odenkirk movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which part one was great. I thought that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
But don't forget about Now You See Me Part 3, a movie that hasn't had a sequel in 10 years. It's getting a sequel, and everybody's in it.
We're also getting 28 years later as well.
Yeah, 28 years later.
28 years later, yeah.
Oh yeah. We're also Anaconda the remake. We're getting that too. So that's interesting.
Wow.
It wasn't as good the first time.
This year ends with another Avatar movie.
It does.
It was just silly.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, we're getting a continuation to Return of the Living Dead or something. We're getting that happening in December.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, there was some weird Christmas commercial that came out during Christmas. So
you don't want to watch Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
No.
Oh, really, Dion? I thought they came out during Yom Kippur.
That's what I guess I'm wrong. I thought they would be during Negro History Month.
No, that's Captain America, because Marvel thinks they're going to get you to cash in. Oh, guys, Black Captain America's here. Give us your money. No, Marvel, I'm keeping my wallet right here in my pants, and
It is so wild that they're still doing that, dude. It is so wild.
Like, we also have...
it. It looks like it's interesting, but I'm like,
in
February.
Yeah, we also have Den of Thieves 2, which Den of Thieves 1.
We're going to see it tomorrow. We're gonna go see it tomorrow.
It looks fun.
I want to see it. Tell me how it is.
Oh, for sure.
Because, Den of Thieves Part 1 is on Netflix. I'm gonna watch.
You watched it. You and I were very toasted when we watched it.
I remember it kind of, but I'm gonna rewatch it. Oh, Pablo. Okay, never mind. I'll give it a shot. I'll rewatch it again because I was not there.
Ice Cube's kid is
he's a decent actor.
Yeah. He's good.
And the way they ended it was very good.
And the funny thing is they're carrying it on from that ending. Like part 2 is that ending.
Because they're in Brazil or whatever now. So
Yep.
A lot of love for Den of Thieves in the chat. Xavier to God, Jettisoned Guy, Xavier.
Dude, Den of Thieves was a really fun movie. It was super fun.
I have the book for Heat 2, so.
Oh my god, dude! I just recently rewatched Heat a while ago.
It's a great movie.
Oh my god, dude! They will never make anything like that again. Never again.
You know, from a technical standpoint, it might be the best film of 1995, but I'm still going to say GoldenEye from a personal perspective.
It's a great one too. I love Heat. It's my favorite Michael Mann film. Michael Mann's one of my favorite directors.
It's almost perfect.
It's a perfect movie. But
also,
GoldenEye is also fun. GoldenEye is a fun movie.
Yeah, also the fact that Heat is like I think over 2 hours and it just keeps you like in it the whole time.
Yeah.
It never lets go of you. It's so good.
We should look into making some kind of video about 1995 in film. I'm just going to send you guys the list right now. Because it's really a great year for movies. I mean, beyond your GoldenEye and Heat, you got Braveheart, Seven, Usual Suspects.
We have the Clown in the Cornfield movie from the book. We have that coming out, too.
Nick, you're finally going to get to see the film adaptation of your favorite series.
I'm actually going to meet the writer in March or February, I think. Or
are you guys going to go to Waffle House and get food later?
I mean, you should.
Yeah. No, I met him before in Chattanooga at the film festival. Oh, we're also getting the untitled remake or reimagine of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I can't wait to not watch that fucking movie.
Yeah, so that's going to be...
Sounds like 2025's got a bunch of movies I'm not going to watch. There's a few I will, and like I always say, they can't all be winners, now can they?
Oh, Saw 11? What the hell?
Because there isn't enough of those already.
Well, there's only 10 of them, Kendo.
And I've only watched one of them.
Same.
And even then, I was just like, that's a little too much.
Now You See Me 3 is coming out. Okay.
Now I still won't watch you, so there you go.
Come on, it's got Isla Fisher and Jesse Eisenberg.
Wow, you're really selling me with that Jesse Eisenberg shit, because that's the main reason why I hated Zombieland.
He has had some decent stuff. It just sucks that he was an awful Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
he was
the
like terrible Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
That'd be like casting Michael Cera to be anything masculine.
When he did the karate, that dark comedy, what was that, Nick?
Karate. It was karate. Yeah, it was karate. You know, it was karate. It was karate.
Yeah, and that movie is crazy good. He's good at it. So, but it's just I would never want to be him, where you're the worst part of a Batman versus Superman.
He really is terrible.
He's so bad.
He's. Oh god, yeah, he's all right, but yeah, karate was the one he did. That was pretty funny. He did one recently that I think won some awards called a Real Pain.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Yeah,
with the
watching Jesse Eisenberg movies is a real pain. I agree.
I don't know. American Ultra wasn't horrible.
Wait, no, Dion, it wasn't karate. It was the art of self-defense. Is what it was. The art of self-defense.
Thank you.
Yeah,
well,
but he seems to do like
self-defense.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever he does, he does weird movies. He'll do like a studio one, then he'll do one that he wants to do or whatever. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah,
and then you got to do the payback flip because your friends tell you you own. So.
Yep.
So we'll be going to the movies a lot this year, guys. We'll be doing a lot of content this year. So folks, be excited. Make sure you don't miss out on anything.
Yeah, and if there's a movie you guys want us to watch, make sure you tell us so we can, go watch it and review it for you.
Or and if you're get really busy that day so he can't make it.
But if you're a patron, you're guaranteed to get the movie you request over on Patreon. So you know what to do. Shoot us a message.
That's true.
We'll message you right back.
Yeah. Also, if you are a patron,
we've done it before.
That's true.
So we can't get hucklebucked by watching Mother again.
No, we're not doing that. That's a new asterisk we've put in our contracts this year.
That's a good way for my child to become an orphan. It's making me watch Mother again.
Yeah, Darren Aronofsky movies make me want to die too.
Yeah, I will jump out the window and hope that the 20-foot drop is enough to do the job.
God,
you'll just break your legs at the knees and have fucked up walking the rest of your life.
Speaking of breaking your legs at the knees, Jeff, we need to do a commentary for
to the main road. I will will myself on broken legs and knees to get into oncoming traffic.
Speaking of broken legs, we need to watch the original Frozen that Adam Green did, Jeff.
That movie's awesome. That movie's so good. Have you ever seen that, Dion?
No.
It's about a group of kids that get stuck on a ski lift. They're trying to go up at night.
Oh, before shit! They I haven't watched that yet, but I know when we talk about where one falls off and then the wolves come to them. Dude, I gotta watch that. You have to watch. You guys gotta watch that movie with me then. We'll do a watch along or something this year. You gotta watch it with me. I haven't watched it yet.
Dude. I remember when it came out. I was like, "This is fucked up," but it was so good.
I saw the trailer for whatever reason. I never watched it. But
my god!
I watched it for the first time for sure.
Jetson guy, Zombievers, get the fuck out of here!
I watched that early last year, dude. That movie's horrible, but I loved it.
It's hilarious.
Well, here's the thing: If you're a patron, you can request us to do drunk watch parties or drunk commentaries for movies as well. If you're a patron, so make sure you get on that,
Jeff said
and
that
you can
already.
suggest wonderful things like Zombievers,
Yeah.
and we will get inebriated and watch it.
I
Do a
hope
commentary
the
for it.
audience requests Ginger Dead Man Saturday Night Cleaver. That is a horrible.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The full moon stuff. Holy shit!
Butcher Baker. I used to watch it in college. We had a video store on campus, Nick. You'd have loved it. At Michigan State, you could just go into a video store, and if you showed your campus ID, they let you take out 2 movies. So I used to rent horror movies like every couple days. I think I watched almost everything they had. So.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
This year's the year where we should finally watch Thanksgiving for the.
You want to put it out on Easter?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Oh my god.
But yeah, that one's the dandy. Yeah.
Oh my god, Santa's Sleigh is so awesome. I fucking love that movie.
I unironically love it, Nick. That opening is gold.
That opening is gold, but I mean, like, the whole movie is great. It really is. It's so much fun.
By the way, speaking of great movies, apparently Sonic the Hedgehog is like kicking so much ass. And Dion, you've seen it. You said it's pretty solid. I haven't seen the second one, so I'm not going to go out and watch it. But from what I was reading about today, is like it is the second highest grossing video game movie behind the Super Mario Brothers, which is $1 billion picture. I guess Sonic is like, I knew Sonic was popular, but I didn't realize Sonic was still that popular. What are you guys surprised?
Well, from just real quick from a parent's perspective, Sonic's definitely had a rebound, right? So both my boys are obsessed with Sonic right now. D2 a couple years ago, and then Devin was right behind that because he liked all that stuff. So little kids are getting back into Sonic on top of the fact that they've been putting on a lot of the games. So you had 06 and then Rise of Lyric, and then you had the show Boom, which wasn't great, but they're all a little older now, so it's making a little bit of a resurgence. And then obviously you had the kerfuffle with the first movie where they released the image of the character and everybody reacted so viscerally, and they changed it, and then the movie was good. So Sonic is definitely somewhat, at least for now, a reliable property, man. So I'm not surprised into the third Sonic movie. That being said, I am surprised that it was that solid of a movie, man. So we'll see if they keep the momentum or if Sonic falls the same way as the rest of the franchise movie.
I need to watch the other two, to be honest. I don't have anything bad to say about Sonic. He's just not my favorite, but
yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, I watched the first one because of the whole controversy. Then I didn't watch part 2 or 3, but like, I'm sure they're good. I have no doubt that they're good.
They are. They are.
Yeah,
they're
I just
fun
have
little watches.
Yeah, I just don't have had the motivation to watch it, so that's all it
is. It's one of those things.
The third one, when we talk about getting serious, they get serious at the end of the third one.
Shit's about to get real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Try to take out Cyclops.
Yeah.
How was
Sonic
Bad
1 and
Boys
2
4?
was good.
No.
No.
Fair enough.
No. I had to watch
Bad Boys 4 was not that
Don't
bad.
do that.
It was good.
Since there's all this love for Sonic, which is a video game movie, and this is an anniversary year, I think we need to finally commit and do Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
More so than what we got in 2021, for sure.
I meant we need to just do the 95 Mortal Kombat Drunk Watch.
Have we not done it
Oh,
before?
hell yeah. Yes.
Well, it's the 30th anniversary, so it's right up our alley.
I could have
If we
sworn
haven't done it,
I've only done it.
if we've done it, then I'll just watch it by myself and call
Fuck
Dion
it,
and
we'll
go, Mortal
hey.
Kombat!
No, we'll just do
I'll
it
call
again.
you too.
'Cause it's the anniversary special.
So that's our rule. Patrons can't request the same movies over, but we'll do a movie a
But
second
we
time for an
can.
anniversary.
Oh, we can, yeah, but we can.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we'll play the rules for thee, not for me. Patrons can't request a movie a second time. We can request the same movie over and over. So like Nick can be like, hey, we've already done Super Troopers, but now is the 25th anniversary of Super Troopers. We should do that again. And I'll be like, I second the motion. Whatever.
Isn't that next year?
Right.
No, that's this year because it came out in 2000.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an 01 movie. My bad.
It might be, but you know what? Fuck it. We'll do it again. We'll do it again this year for the 24th anniversary. We'll do it again next year for the 25th anniversary. Nick wants it this year. I want it next year. We're watching it twice.
I think we should. I'm down. I think we should. I think we should also watch Billy Madison, Mallrats, and Friday.
Hey, and have more Q's coming out, so we
here's
definitely
what
need
just
to,
happened.
You gotta watch the first one.
Jeff just threatened me with a good time.
Yeah. Dude, 1995 might be one of the best years on film, and, like, I never think about it. Like, just real quick. 7, Braveheart, Heat, The Usual Suspects, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Kids, Jumanji, Clueless, Toy Story, Casino, While You Were Sleeping, Apollo 13, Showgirls, Bad Boys, Strange Days, 12 Monkeys, GoldenEye, Empire Records, Billy Madison.
Stop it. I can only get so erect.
Fine, I'll let you just enjoy yourself. But we also remember there's Tommy Boy. There's Tommy Boy. So there's a great year.
So it seems like it's the year for thrillers and dramas, basically is what it seems like.
And Judge Dredd.
Yeah. Dude, I love
It counts.
Listen, the Carl Urban Judge Dredd is good, and I love it, but the original Judge Dredd has a soft spot in my heart for that movie because, like, I know it's trash, but I fucking love it.
It's gloriously bad.
It is.
It's the right kind of
for me. It's
it
gloriously bad.
Dion, look what turns 30 years old this year. That's the Power Rangers movie for those who aren't watching and listening.
By the power of Grayskull.
I hate this movie
by
so
the power
much.
of ooze, baby.
I saw that movie in theaters because by then I was out of Power Rangers, but my sister was still in Power Rangers. And I remember, like, halfway through the movie just telling my mom, be like, I don't want to watch this anymore. But
it is a bad theme, or a bad movie, sorry.
It's such a bad movie.
Yeah, I saw it opening day, dressed as the White Power Ranger. I was so excited, and I kind of liked it as a kid. And then I got it on tape that Christmas, and I think my grandma bought it for me. But long story short, I watched it, and I was like, I don't really like this movie. And then by early the year after, I was into Star Wars, and that never changed. So
yeah, if I was 12 and playing When Does This Movie Shit the Bed, it would have been right at the beginning when the Red Ranger wasn't my Red Ranger. I'm like,
exactly.
He's the best one.
I'm like, I can't. And then, halfway through, I'm like, I do not want to be in this theater anymore. I will gladly sell myself into, like, some kind of bondage. I want out.
When Rocky was the Red Ranger, man, what a time to be alive. I loved the movie as a kid, and then when I got older, I was like, I love this movie, but it's not very good. And then, as I got older, it's like, damn, this movie is bad. And Saban, you cheap bastard. But soft spot too. Damn, I can't wait to rewatch this. The CGI is so bad. They change up the stuff but that's that funny rabbit hole thing about Power Rangers, man. They had to make changes for a movie, and they made all the bad ones.
Everyone was the wrong decision, dude.
Yeah, man.
From the music to the suits to the story. Like, I get it, Power Rangers are stupid inherently, but at least it's like a nice, quick, digestible story in a fight. And this movie was just, oh no, there's ooze and they're controlling the parents and Zordon and all this other shit. And you're just like, what the hell did I just watch?
And all the bad guys are different. Like, it's not. We don't have the Putty Patrol. It's all
we got the Tengu Warriors.
Yeah, Tengu. It's just like the jungle part was cool, but they got to go to this island to get the ancient Zords. Like, what do you mean Zords ancient? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, it was not cool.
Look, in the back of my mind, I would love to make a Power Ranger movie as an adult, and it wouldn't be what you think it would be. It wouldn't be this shit, but I wish they would have done a Power Ranger movie back in the day of just the original 5, 6, we'll include Tommy, but I wish it would have been the original Zords and, like, giant suits. I wish it would have looked cool, kind of like a Godzilla movie, not this crappy CGI fart joke, whatever you call it, because the show wasn't that. They tried to adapt Japanese footage, and, well, the Japanese footage was pretty cool to watch.
It only works in Voltron.
Maybe. This year is a pretty good year for movies. There's a lot of TV shows that we're going to be... I guess I'll cover some of them. I can't cover, like, everything, but Welcome to Derry, Nick. You and I should talk about that.
Oh, yeah. That's coming out. I can't wait for that to hit streaming whenever it does, man. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, folks, we're going to give you a lot of fun stuff this year. We're going to have a lot of fun ourselves. Let me look at our show notes.
I forgot Welcome to Derry. I've been looking forward to that. Yeah.
Does it have a Skarsgård in it?
It does.
I don't know why I did that. He's just okay.
The first movie was really awesome.
Yes, it was.
That's all I can say about him is, Pennywise. The first movie was great. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I didn't like the second
We
one.
all fell asleep in the second one.
Except Dion, who shrieked when the woman turned into Pennywise doing the weird dance in the background.
That part is fucking. When he comes running out, that's just crazy.
No, that's not the part we're talking about.
Oh, well, that was hilarious.
All I remember is we were partying pretty hard. Those were back in our heavy drinking days. Yeah, late drove us. We were like 10 sheets to the wind. I bet you the next time we all get together, we're gonna do the exact same shit.
like I said, if you guys can get dates for June or July that you all are good with, I'll find the cabin and we'll do this. So just figure it out.
And we're inviting late.
Nick, shouldn't we do it for July though? Because we're going to Astoria in June.
Okay, there you go. That makes more sense. Yeah, then like
there you go,
after July 4th. After July 4th, for sure.
Just not the 5th. Okay. I'm cool.
We will have a late Independence
That's my mom's
Day
birthday.
celebration from our stabbing cabin in the Smoky Mountains.
We'll be very smoky, Dion. I guarantee it.
Oh my God! Well,
I like smoking the beans.
We should just make a bunch of really good food and tweet out one picture of our trip. Like, here we are. Bye.
Yeah. Here's all the content you're getting. Sorry.
We can do whatever you want. In all honesty, we can do whatever you want. Yeah. Actually, I should get my sister-in-law to come over and cook. She's really fucking good.
Please. Is it the woman I met? Oh yeah, you only have one brother, so yeah, him.
Yeah, it'd be him.
Yeah. Your other brother, Bobby.
Oh God, no. The other two cousins I have no. His wife is fine, but like the other ones, yeah, she's an asshole.
Perfect.
Plus, those cousins are assholes in general, so it's fine.
Well, dude, make sure you get a cabin though that at least has one grill. Because Deanna and I will feast that motherfucker up.
Oh, no, I know. If I get a cabin with a grill, you guys will be making breakfast, lunch, dinner in the fucking grill.
Yeah, and then when it gets to late evening where we don't give a shit anymore and we're immobile, that's when you invite the sister-in-law over and say, "Hey, spice that curry up," because
she's white.
My sister-in-law's white.
Well, she got herself a nice little cutie patootie from India. You know what I'm saying? She knows what's up.
Does she know enough to where she could
the white girl from the Jungle Book?
Like the white guy will at least eat it because he has been drunk and eaten many.
Listen. I've had her cooking for the last 5 years. She's a wonderful fucking cook. She knows how to do all the stuff. It's fine. Trust me.
Fantastic. Be like, hey, mac and cheese. Put some jalapenos in it at the least.
Hey Nick, can we get the cabin we got last time with this theater in it?
Oh shit! Actually, you know what? I have that saved somewhere. I think I have that one saved.
I just remember waking up at like 9 in the morning and everyone else is up and we just go in there and watch Ghostbusters. It was on TV randomly.
Oh no, I do. No. I do have it. I do have it saved on the. Yeah, I have. Actually, I've had it saved for like 10 years.
It's been 10 years. It was before the show started. It was that summer. I'm like, Nick, let's do a show. Let's do something.
So yeah, I do have it saved, and that one's like 10 minutes from Mom's house.
I mean, we're gonna definitely stop into Mother Utam's house and be like, "Hey, thank you for everything." Nick is a joy. He's a present to the world.
We appreciate you giving us Nick. That's about all I can say. Most of the time.
Ready to thank you.
Thanks, kid. I love you too, buddy.
Now's that time. I'm still thanking
you. Shat Nick from the womb. I'll give you that.
We'll have to send ETEP some video of us at the stabbing cabin in a Michael or a Jason mask.
Or we could just be like, "Hey, here's the coordinates if you can make it."
No family. Oh my god, it would be the craziest time.
Be like, wife and kids not included.
Let's see. Yeah, I just rediscovered the link. Let me get it in the messenger. Hold on,
folks. It was like 6 people at a cabin for 30. It was hilarious.
There were so many bedrooms in that place. There's so many bedrooms in that place. It was fucking
Nobody
ridiculous.
slept upstairs.
No. We slept either at the ground level or below ground level.
I was at the ground level because I had my own jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Like, it was glorious.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Let's see.
Now, Nick, while you send in the link, I'm going to read some of these messages from our audience. Thank you very much, Xavier to God, who says, it's rumored that the MCU will recast the Black Panther. I, sir, have heard that rumor
Didn't
a
they already
couple
do
of
that
times.
with Shuri?
Well, the helicopter didn't sell enough,
She's
so.
first saying wild stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, Letitia Wright.
Mm-hmm.
I want Black Panther to be recast because Black Panther is a very cool character when not preachy. So get us somebody that has that style. Do not make it about like modern day blackness just because he's from an African country and it's fictional, so they wouldn't have American culture. Please just give us a really cool story. Like, flat out. Like, give us Civil War equivalents, where Black Panther is one of the best parts of that movie. He's got the best line in that movie. He's got great action scenes. You shit the bed, but this importance that you put on it in a weird way, and you made it hard to watch for me, at least. So, please, Black Panther, be cool again. I'll be there day one. Ditto73 said kids would be an awkward drunk watch to sit through.
Oh, God, yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it'd be awkward for me to never again.
Yeah, I mean that's it's a good dramatic movie, but yeah, that'd be a really awkward drunk watch.
I like Rosario Dawson, but I don't want to cry myself to sleep or.
No, it's not that. It's just that like that movie deals with kids live in New York and are dealing with like they're very young and having a lot of sex and they're dealing with AIDS and things like that. It's really really weird.
I'd rather watch Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, I can't. I watched it once in my life, and that's all. That's the only thing I'll just.
I was gonna send you a meme today. It was two UPS trucks parked back to back. I just thought of you going ass.
I posted that to our Facebook page. I saw it on Facebook. I was like, posted to the Facebook page. So,
dude, before Christmas, the day after Christmas, I saw two trucks doing that. I should have rolled down the window and screamed ass to ass, but I didn't. So I should have lied and said I did.
You should have.
Folks, the day after Christmas, I was out picking up my Grinch ornaments, and I saw these two UPS trucks, and I went, ass to ass! And they laughed and gave me a thumbs up, and they gave me some free boxes off the truck. So I
Jeff sent us the video. It was hilarious. It was great.
Yeah, I put it on Twitter. You just missed it.
Yeah.
It's on our Patreon. It's only at the $3,000 a week tier, so you can watch the ass. TLJ Screwjob, thank you. Thinking about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, would it be made today? Script talked on his channel about how if a script was done, if it didn't grab people on the first page, skip it. Well, TLJ Screwjob, my dream Power Ranger movie in my head, because I've heard the song and I was like, how would I do a movie? This will be quick, don't worry. It's a trilogy, and the first movie would be about the Green Ranger. The first 5 or so minutes would start with a montage of Rita on the moon, and it looks like it's the opening to the Power Rangers show, and then you get an extended music video of them fighting monsters and all this shit to establish it, and then the movie actually starts. The narrative is about how Rita can't beat these superheroes, so she has to go get her coin and create the Green Ranger. So after you watch these characters kind of kick ass for the first 20 minutes or so, they finally get their shit pushed in by the Green Ranger. Then they learn about teamwork and all this other garbage as the Power Rangers, none of this teenage drama shit, and they fight and they defeat the Green Ranger. Second film, he teams up with them, and they fight the bad guy, and he loses his powers, and then the third one, the White Ranger comes in, and then it ends, because there's nothing else you can do with the Power Rangers. None of this Lord Drakon bullshit like in the comic books. So, I got my ideas, but it'll never happen. But I can dream. TLJ Screwjob says, other movies wouldn't be made today, or other movies that wouldn't be made today. What do you think?
Shit.
Anything before 2004?
God, anything before
2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juana Man?
Juana Man. Wait, no, Juana Man wouldn't be made today. It would just be different.
Yeah, we've got some real stories of Juana Man that actually happened, so it'd be a documentary.
That's true.
No, cool it.
Come on, Miguel A. Nunez can do it. He's a good actor. He might be a junior, but so is Sammy Davis Jr.
And Junior Walker Jr. Very good.
Yeah. But don't forget Vic Damone. He's my favorite junior.
Yeah, Eurotrip wouldn't be made. Tropic Thunder, as Dion said, wouldn't be made.
Nope. Yeah, that'd be hard to get through the filters of today's lenses. Yeah. Even though they would miss the complete point of why Robert Downey Jr. is in blackface.
But that's
he's
why
just a dude
that's so
playing a dude.
popular. It's so popular because, the internet and Twitter can't get past that was the joke. Nowadays you can't. Yeah, I mean it's a hell of a lot tougher to get that joke across without we're reaping the benefits of outrage entertainment.
Well, I don't disagree with you. I got sidetracked reading the chat. I'm sorry. I actually care what you have to say, but I'm starting to read the chat, and I'm like...
Crystal Lake stabbing Kevin.
Yeah. Now, is that the place where the Airbnb where the lady kept telling you no parties? No, that was Erica. Erica said
that was Erica,
parties.
and that was Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was Erica, and that was in Cincinnati.
We
partied. It was just the four of us.
You made us corned beef and cabbage, and then we got really drunk and ate ice cream and watched the Flat Earth documentary.
That's true. That was a hell of a weekend.
Oh
that was
my
one
God,
of the best weekends we've ever had.
But no, in the Facebook chat, Jeff, I just sent you the link to the cabin we actually went to like 15 years ago.
It was only 10, Nick. Don't act like
we're
we're that old.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, like we're in 2025, bro. We went in 2015.
We did. Oh, jeez, holy shit!
It was a blast, and it sleeps 12 adults and 6 children.
Yeah.
If you book now, you get $1,092 in free attractions every night.
Oh boy!
How much is this thing?
So what? We might go to Dollywood and that'd be it.
Well, good news. The entire month of July is available. It is $586 a night.
Yikes!
Kendo, this thing is massive though. Like
it is fucking massive. It is massive.
Is it like the Great Wolf Lodge? Does it at least come with free water park passes? Because that could be a deal breaker.
Buddy, it has hot tubs and a movie theater and a pool table and a giant kitchen and bears. This place was awesome.
It was awesome.
Anyway.
It was.
If we get some Chernobyl, can we pour it on the hot tub and see if it takes us back to 1985?
Sure.
Which would be really fucking weird because I'd be 2, and Jeff and Dion wouldn't exist yet.
I'd be 1 depending on the time of year we'd get.
Yeah, it'd be a terrible hot tub time machine remake because we would all be too young to do anything about it.
That's true.
Let's just go back to like 2006.
That's fine.
We'll just
actually
we'll make a bunch of money.
Oh fuck! I just ruined my day. So Hot Tub Time Machine came out in 2009 or 10, and it took place 25 years before that. So if we made a movie like that again, it would take us back to the year 2000.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 2000 and
that's fine. 2000 was alright.
Yeah. Nick spends the whole movie trying to warn about the terrorist attacks and getting arrested for being one.
Yeah.
They're like, come with us, sleeper cell.
That would be the irony of it. Like I end up with the plane and like it just happens.
Yeah.
It's like that Robert Pattinson movie where it ends with him on the fucking.
Yeah, Remember Me or whatever that
is. Yeah. Dion, you're my favorite person to watch a movie with a twist ending like that. You're like, come on! You get so pissed off.
He's gonna be in another movie this year coming out called I think Mickey 17 where he plays like some cloned astronaut or something.
Yeah, he can clone himself and go fuck himself. I'm not watching that movie. Let's look at this image on screen before it gets too late here. Folks, this was the inaugural week of the WWE on Netflix. There was a lot of hype, there was a lot of pomp, there was a lot of appearances, but it kind of fell flat like a wet fart in church. Now, Dion, we had a live chat the entire time this show was on with our wrestling buddies, and I was excited to see The Rock. I thought some of the matches, though there were only 4 for a 3-hour show, well, at least 2 of them were good. But overall, I thought this was kind of a shitty first showing on Netflix, and it's WWE only goes downhill from here. I give this like October, and we're all like, man, wrestling's garbage again. What did you think of this initial launch?
It wasn't great. I overall, the show was boring. On top of the fact that you started out the opening video, I thought it was fantastic. I thought that was great. And then you started with Triple H on the mic, and he just drops a nothing burger, and The Rock comes out and drops a nothing burger and kills the whole final boss thing. And then like you said, there are a couple good matches. We saw a major title change. And then the Undertaker comes out for no reason. It was definitely, and on top of all that, they're just constantly sucking on the biddy of Netflix and giving them compliments and thanking the producers and stuff. And that was weird, right? Like, we're already watching it on Netflix. Why, you have to keep saying Netflix. That was annoying, And then Hulk Hogan showed up and got booed.
Yeah, that was insane. Hogan didn't even get booed like that when he turned on Macho Man and joined the NWO.
Yo, they booed on him like he killed Randy Savage for real. Like they were not having it, man. Because it started off kind of light, and then it just got worse. And then he was like, "I'm still Hulk Hogan," and the crowd's like, "Boo!"
Do you think it has to do with the fact that they're in Los Angeles?
No,
absolutely.
No.
I think. Listen, it was what we have is another example that even without Vince, the WWE has an inability to this day to read the room. It was a culmination of a bunch of things. Obviously we're coming out of an election, and Hulk Hogan has been doing nothing but putting his foot in the last mouth for the last 3 years. And then they have the new Raw on Netflix, and it's in California, it's in Los Angeles, and above all that shit, in perfect Terry Bollea fashion, he's trying to sell us something. And, so yeah, I mean, that wasn't the reason, but it was a combination of reasons. And I just felt even worse that Jimmy Hart's beautiful ass was out there just waving the American flag. So yeah, it definitely has something to do with it, and he did the perfect Hulk Hogan thing and made it worse.
It was hilarious to me, and I can't wait to see what happens next with Hulk Hogan. If he'll ever come back again.
Well, okay, so I was watching it too. The wife complained about how there was too much talking. I agreed with her, especially during the Juan Cena segment.
Oh, yeah.
And so when Hogan's music hit, I'm like, oh, shit, they do have Hulk Hogan there. Jimmy Hart comes out. I popped for that because I'm like, oh, shit, they got Jimmy Hart. And then Hogan came out and was getting booed. I didn't immediately go, oh, yeah, it's because of the election and his politics, because The Undertaker had gotten cheered out the room earlier.
Exactly.
And the fans even popped for Stephanie McMahon.
And
the fans popped for Triple H. But then Hogan comes out, and he goes into his classic Hogan shtick, and he talks about, oh, I've had all these tag teams, brother. I've had the Macho Man, and I've had this, and now I have, Hulk Hogan's beer. I'm like, God damn it, here we go. And, and then he rips his shirt off for the Netflix thing. I'm like, dude, okay. In 1985, this would have worked. In 1995, it probably still would have worked. In 2005, it probably still would have worked too.
It would have.
It doesn't work in 2025 because, as I pointed out to several people in our chat and everything, Hogan has, and I mean, you can take the racial rant aside because that gave us that wonderful NWO meme. And you can take the whole appearance at the RNC aside because, again, Undertaker got cheered and Stephanie got cheered. It's because Hogan has done a lot of shoot interviews over the last couple of years, and he's said a lot of shit that is easily refuted by either A, people that are still alive, B, video evidence refuting said claims, and C, the fact that Hulk Hogan is clearly just making shit up, and we know that he just makes shit up, and he's like the epitome of the Rock meme that's like this, where he's like, and everyone's like, and then I said maybe we should do this, and it's like, making fun of the Rock. Hogan is the epitome of that meme because of all the dumb fucking things he said over the last half decade on tape that we can easily go back and say, wait a second, that didn't happen because I'm watching it right now. That had nothing to do with you. So that's it. I think that it's a culmination of the fact that Hulkamania doesn't exist anymore, and people are just sick of him.
But I don't think that's the case because Hulkamania, you realize Hulk, like I follow the merchandise. Hulk Hogan gets more figures than almost anybody else. Like, even modern guys. Hulk Hogan is always, like I just scrolled past one right here on Facebook right now. They're making a Rip 'Em from No Holds Barred, the Dookie movie. Like, they have made every Hulk Hogan iteration with the exception of the Japanese one and the one from the music video. Those things are always sold out. And like, Hogan doesn't appeal to modern day wrestling fans, but that Hulkamania audience is still out there. And he's not my favorite. He's never been my favorite, but it's stupid to act like he's not the biggest wrestler of all time. Like, name a bigger name. I love The Rock. He's my favorite. I think The Rock's the best. But like Hulk Hogan's, up here. Rock and Stone Cold are over there. It's just, I think it's time for him to stop showing up on TV and they'll just do the merchandise and, leave it be. But I also do believe LA had something to do with it.
Yep, it didn't help.
No.
It definitely didn't fucking help.
I'm just drop my earbud. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. Other movies that... Oh, wait, you read that one. Darian217 says, does he look like a bitch? Button segue to the WWE Hulk Hogan segment. Well, I'll get you your button right here, no problem. It's one of my other favorite buttons to press. And you can't press Axel Foley anymore because of copyright reasons. Hopefully I can play this one right here. First off, since we brought up Hulk Hogan...
What's that smell?
You know who's ready for that?
Oh, shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
Does he look like a bitch?
He did on Monday.
He did. I saw the best thing about Samuel L. Jackson. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. After supper, motherfucker. I'm going to start saying that to you.
I like it.
So, guys, our friend M-Pause says, hello, friends. Hello, M-Pause. Thank you very much for your super chat. Great to see you in the chat. Great to see you here all the time. What is it? That's like 6 a.m. where you are, or 5 a.m., right? So, good morning. Welcome. This is, what's a morning talk show in the UK, Kendo?
6:06 morning breakfast? Wait, no. Talk Sports morning breakfast.
Welcome to Talk Sports morning breakfast.
Tea and crumpets with Ed and
That's
Mark.
racist, Nick. Stop it.
Tea and crumpets with Ed and Horace. There we go.
There you go.
Rupert.
My name is Horace. Sorry. That's a good movie. But, folks, we have reached the end of our first episode of 2025. Thank you. Now, in October, we'll be celebrating 10 years of WCBs. But this year, we have a ton of stuff lined up. Maybe tomorrow. I know, right? We've been doing this for 428 episodes. We've been all over. We've done all kinds of shit. And I still have fun doing it. So we're going to keep going.
Oh, yeah.
My personal goal, and I'll make it happen since, I believe in this stuff, is we're going to 300K by the end of the year. So, folks, join us for that journey. It's going to be a blast.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. Spread the love. Spread the joy. Spread the cheer. WCBs is 200K.
Spread the cheeks.
Most of our audience is guys, so I wasn't going to say that part, but, that was what I thought.
We don't judge here. That's what you're into.
We don't kink shame. Unless that's your kink, then, well, you're dirty.
Or whatever Nick's into.
We don't have time for that.
Nah, ain't nobody got time for that. Sweet Brown, my internet mama. So, guys, anything else you want to say before we put this episode to bed?
Free yayo.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for watching. I'll be back. Well, we'll be back next time with more. But in the meantime, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com, brother.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.